shy viwe.
We have been in Kenyatta waiting for that portal to open, and it is not opening, it is not working.
Grace Njoki, among other Kenyans, frustrations written on their faces bitterly expressed what they decried as a lack of access to medication at the Kenyatta National Hospital.
Zaidi nimetembea all the way from Kenyatta, tunaenda mpaka pale SHA. Fika SHA house tumeingia ofisi gani, go this, and the system ziko chini. System ziko chini aje. Pesa inaingia, ukilipa SHA, you are told lipa 6 months upfront. Ukilipa SHA inaingia, pesa inaingia, hiyo ihang. Lakini matibabu hatupati Kenyatta, sababu ya nini? SHA haifanyi, sijui OTP haijatumwa, sijui nini.
This, they said, was occasioned by delays and inefficiencies caused by the Social Health Insurance Fund scheme.
Over there were many people working. Hapo Kenyatta wako nje, hawasaidiki, sababu ya nini? Hawezi saidika unless SHA ikuwe approved. Seriously, whoever is in charge, SHA thing, so tusaidie. We are going through a lot.
We've worked in the offices of NHIF. We've gone to all those floors. I've even gone to the ICT department. I've gone to the pre-authorization. They are not able to give us any access. They are not able to get into the portal.
In a quick rejoinder, however, the Kenyatta National Hospital said the inconveniences were caused by a recent system downtime experienced over the last 2 days. To prevent a repeat of the problem, the hospital has announced the deployment of additional personnel across all the affected departments with extended working hours.
More than 17 million Kenyans have so far been enrolled in the Social Health Authority. At least 13.2 million are new members, while 4.6 million transitioned from the defunct National Health Insurance Fund. At the same time, the Ministry of Health has allayed fears of a shortage of drugs, including antiretroviral drugs and BCG vaccines.
Health Cabinet Secretary Dr. Deborah Baraza on Wednesday outlined the various milestones achieved in the universal health coverage.
17.8 million Kenyans have registered with the Social Health Authority. 13.2 of these are new members, new registrations, while 4.6 million are old members of the defunct NHIF who are transitioned into the Social Health Authority.
Among other key achievements in the rollout of the Social Health Authority are 8 kidney transplants, 8,300 dialysis sessions, and the management of 21,000 oncology cases.
You are working with other agencies, including using the NHIF data, the civil registration of persons, and the NEMIS data integrated to ensure that we add our dependents.
Over 7,900 facilities have signed manual contracts with the Social Health Authority, with 2,602 have already completed e-contracting. According to the ministry, 1,753 facilities are in the process of finalizing the e-contracting process. On the financing of the system, the government has disbursed more than 9 billion shillings to health facilities since October 2024 to ensure a seamless transition. Ministry of Health Director General Dr. Patrick Amoth, while hailing the scheme as a transformative in the country's health sector, attributed delays in the reimbursement to incomplete registration.
As much as we call upon Kenyans to be able to ensure that when they register, they complete the entire registration process, including the means testing, which will be able to determine how much an individual household is supposed to pay.
Dr. Amoth at the same time explained the delays in disbursing antiretroviral drugs.
There was a change of the medicines that were being used, specifically DTG, dolutegravir, was being used instead of protease inhibitor, atanavir. So that transition, changing from one medication to another, out there, maybe they were not quite informed that now we are using DTG for our clients.
Additionally, the Ministry of Health has committed to procuring more than 2.3 million doses of BCG vaccines by the end of January 2025 to ensure adequate supply.
We are alive to the fact that we have faced a challenge with the BCG vaccine, which is the first vaccine administered together with polio at birth. And we have placed an order, and we are going to get 2.34 million doses of BCG vaccine by the end of this month.
Thank you, John Kahiro, for that report. We look at the business, and small-scale farmers are set to benefit from a 6.3 billion shillings funding from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, to streamline the agriculture value chain. TechnoServe Deputy Country Director Sebastian Ogema says the fund will create market linkages to minimize post-harvest losses and assist startups in the agriculture value chain to access affordable credit. Frederick Mwoki has the details in the following Business News Roundup.
A 6.3 billion shilling funding from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, to streamline the agriculture value chain has been earmarked to empower small-scale farmers in Kenya. TechnoServe Deputy Country Director Sebastian Ogema says the fund will create market linkages to minimize post-harvest losses in the agriculture value chain.
Different sorts of finance. Farmers require different sorts of finance. Those who buy from them require different sorts of finance. Those who process that food require different sort of finance. Those who transport that food require different sort of finance.
Meanwhile, the demand for meat and milk in sub-Saharan Africa is projected to surge by over 250% by 2050. To enhance market access by pastoralists, the African Union Inter-African Bureau for Animal Resources has rolled out the African Pastoral Market Development Platform. The initiative seeks to enhance the resilience of pastoral communities through innovative data-driven approaches.
If we improve the marketing of livestock, then we can make use of the livestock that we have. The other thing which we need is the infrastructural development, value chain development. We have to enhance the value chain from production to marketing and to consumption.
Finally, traders across Africa will now have a chance to trade with greater ease and efficiency following the launch of Umoja Coin, a digital currency specifically designed for cross-border trade on the continent. The digital coin, which was listed on Singapore-based cryptocurrency exchange CoinStore this month, aims at addressing trade barriers such as fluctuating exchange rates and limited access to banking services.
Coin is a digital currency that is paired with USTD and is secure, seamless, and a low transaction fee. So basically, you'd compare it with the old barter trade system, where you would exchange goats with maize, but now you're not trading goats and maize anymore. You can actually send Umoja Coin and somebody receives it instantly, whether you're in Kenya, Ghana, or New York.
From business, we now move to sports. Former Kenya Sevens captain Vincent Onyala has been included in the national men's sevens team that will head to Australia for the Perth Sevens, scheduled to take place from the 24th to the 26th of January 2025. The team, which had been training in Nakuru before relocated to the RFUA grounds this week and will leave on Saturday for Australia.
Onyala, who co-captained Kenya the Paris 2024 Olympics, has not featured in the team since they returned to the HSBC series due to contract issues with the Kenya Rugby Union, but will now join his teammates in time for the third leg. Brian Tanga, who has been nursing injuries, is also back in the squad that will be co-captained by Samuel Asati and George Oro.
We've had a week's camp in Nakuru, where we just had the time to sit down as a team, shake off the Christmas meals and get down to business, which was analyzing our games in Dubai and Cape Town, and also just looking at what the opposition is going to bring to us.
We focused more on the tactical aspect, and the boost from Onyala, Tony and Tanga, I believe brings leadership and experience to the team. So I believe we are at a good place.
Others in the squad include Tony Omondi, who joined them in Cape Town, with Kevin Wekesa, Patrick Ondogo, William Mwanji, Dennis Ambukuse, Nigel Amaita, Festus Shiashi, Ben Salim and Floyd Obire, completing the 13-man traveling squad. Shujaa are drawn in Pool C alongside powerhouses Fiji, New Zealand and Uruguay, with their first match against New Zealand next week on Friday.
Well, all the best to the team as they venture out. Well, that's where we end the bulletin this morning. Thank you so much for your company. My name is Marie Yambo, but remember, my colleague Mike Migwe is just on standby. He's bringing you the interview on femicide. So stay tuned for more.
Mimi shida zangu zote hapa ndani ya nyumba, chanzo chake ni nani? Si ni wewe? Utachekwa. Yote hayo najua. Yaani mimi sikujua unampenda Karembo kiasi hicho. Ingekuwa ni mimi ungenidekeza. Mwenda wapi? Haifai kuonekana mkizunguka ovyo ovyo hapa kisiwani mpaka tujue kesi isha vipi.
Karembo wangu. Karembo, wewe ni wangu. Na sina mpenzi mwingine usipokuwa wewe.
Tamu.
Dada Show felt it necessary to have a discussion on perimenopause, where we will get to explore the nuances of perimenopause in a bid to better understand it and to ease the transition.
So perimenopause is the transition to that point of menopause.
Yeah.
So as the eggs reduce towards the menopause, it means the estrogen levels also reduce.
Yeah.
And that comes with that now causes the symptoms that we get during the perimenopausal and postmenopausal period.
The night sweats were the most bothersome. Right now, the brain fog is easing and the insomnia has kind of resolved. But I've had to do something about it. The post, I think the perimenopause is the wildest because you have just come out of your youthful 20s,
exactly.
And now you're going through your 30s, and then towards the end of your 30s, things just are not working right.
Kwangu kujua na kukua ni lengo la kila kukishatua, hivyo hata ukinizungusha sioni shida, utanifundisha. Wakaribu wanatambua, saa zingine maneno unisumbua, huwa yanikata, huwa yanihata, lakini we ona ninapaa ndege ushanifanya, ukipandisha bei unajua nitafika na nitapita, yeah. Lakini we ona ninapaa ndege ushanifanya, ukipandisha bei unajua nitafika. Hata kesho kutwa tutapendana na usiku kucha tutapendana, hata kesho kutwa tutapendana na usiku kucha tutapendana. Oh yes, yes, yes. Wewe unanijua, gizani umenitoa, sikudhani ningejua. Bruce Melody.
Ndo nimefika nyumbani, kila mtu anatabasamu. Kuna furushi la sahani na vyakula vingi vitamu. Mamake kanambia ete mwanae anaoa, dadake nikasisitiza na si wewe na di anaoa. Tulivyopendana hatukuwahi sana, mapenzi kwa sana, na leo naona nilimwekea ahadi nitamzalia wana. Wa kwanza Kai, wa pili Zuena, wa tatu Maria. Nilishamwekea ahadi nitamzalia wana. Wa kwanza Kai, wa pili Zuena, wa tatu Maria. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie asiowe mwengine. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie mimi ndo nampenda. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie asiowe mwengine. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie mimi ndo nampenda. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie asiowe mwengine. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie nampenda. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie asiowe mwengine. Kipepeo, pepeo.
Subiri bado nakupenda, and I know na mimi unanipenda, na sikutarajia kukuvunja moyo, baby nisamehe. Ila unajua masaibu yangu ma, utawezana na kukosa kwangu ma. Inauma sana kukuacha we, ila sina budi baby. Turuhusu sanya, ndatemera, sina jimbere, ngongo sigi nyuma. Baby I just wanna put your head round. You know give me tiabiti chuma. Ni kweli tulipendana, hatukuwahi sana. Mapenzi kwa sana, na leo naona, ila yote mipango ya Mungu, na kuombea mema. Kubali safari ya mapenzi, imefika mwisho.
Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie asiowe mwengine. Kipepeo, pepeo, mwambie mimi ndo nampenda. Kipepeo, pepeo.
We are going to talk about gender-based violence and femicide cases, given that last year we witnessed a rise in both GBV and femicide cases in Kenya, so much so that it caught the attention of the head of state, that is President William Ruto, who pledged over 100 million towards the fight against femicide and gender-based violence. And in studio already, I'm joined by Honorable Leah Sankaire, who is the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association Chair and the Kajiado Women Rep. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much.
And also Executive Director of KEWOPA, that is Maasai Mwangi. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
Uko salama? Now, this is a fully fledged all-out war on GBV and femicide. Now, talk about the importance of addressing these issues at its roots. Let me start with you, Mheshimiwa.
Thank you very much. I am very delighted to be here this morning. And I'm happy that this topic has finally caught the national attention that we've been looking for a very long time. I can say that we now want to address GBV from a societal approach and from the wholesome, holistic approach. Because there before, maybe GBV have been addressed by basically women, civil societies in their own small ways. But now at least it has caught the attention of the head of state. And I'm very happy that he saw the need for us to address the gender-based violence from a holistic perspective. And today we are here to talk about it and to put up strategies that we have for the next 2.5 months, addressing these menace that has actually affected the whole community. Yes.
Maasai, what do you think, or what is the uniqueness that this initiative is bringing on board, given that there have been other campaigns towards fighting GBV and femicide, but what is the uniqueness of this initiative?
Thank you very much for having us this morning. So I think the uniqueness of this Komesha Dhuluma campaign is, number one, that we have the ear of the president. It is a presidential initiative led by His Excellency the President of Kenya, and also that for the first time, all the women parliamentarians who are 1 or 2 in number, that's the women parliamentarians from both the National Assembly and the Senate, will be driving the grassroots conversation. And we are also bringing together communities, religious institutions, the judiciary, the security agencies, essentially all stakeholders who are in the justice sector, GBV, that look at these issues of GBV, and also civil society organizations who we've been working with, and they've always led these conversations. But this time, we are seeing that it's being led from the office of the president and also the legislature. Yeah.
102 members of parliament, or lawmakers, so to speak. What informed that?
What informed that is the rising number of cases. Like each and every day we have to deal with cases of GBV and femicide. And so that has been informed by the fact that these cases are rapidly rising each and every day. So it has stopped from being a small issue and it's become actually a national issue. And that is what has actually informed that. And I'm happy that for the first time, all the members of parliament, female legislators, will be dealing with this at their grassroots or at their backyards. It will be very impactful because there before, probably we've been dealing in different capacities or as individuals. Because if a case arises in Kajiado, I will go and address that case. Another case arises in Nairobi, the member of parliament addresses that case. But this is going to be different now, that we will be having one conversation, one agenda for the next 2.5 months, addressing the same thing. And we are also happy that it will also be driven by the head of state. This campaign is actually spearheaded by the head of state, and we are very happy about that. Yes.
You know, we are talking about GBV and femicide, and last year there were a lot of those cases. But then again, if we are talking about addressing the root causes, Maasai, what do you think are the root cause of these things?
So there are many causes that cause GBV and an increased incidences of femicide currently that we are seeing in the country. So I'd talk about number one first, they are the cultural and societal norms. So you'll find that a lot of times, and especially when it comes to issues of domestic violence, for example, you find that it is largely accepted in some cultural groupings. And also, even on social media, you'll find that when you see somebody has been abused, whether it's a man or a woman, the culture within our country is that when a girl reports that she's been abused, people will be asking questions of how was she dressed, why was she out at night, you know, and such questions. Even when men are abused, they are unable to report, or there's very low reporting for men who have been abused within domestic violence cases because of the same culture. When they go to report at the police stations, they are being asked, are you serious? You're coming to tell us that your wife has battered you or something to that effect. So I think that's where, and that's when you say, when we talk about addressing the root cause, we need to start by addressing the cultural norms and traditions that are hindering the access to even justice, because if we are not reporting, then we will not know the statistics. And then the next thing is access to justice. We are seeing the judiciary cases taking too long, taking up to 2 years, 3 years. And for example, when a child, for example, has been abused, it becomes even traumatizing when they have to go to court every 2 or 3 months and they have to narrate the story, what happened, and they have to face the perpetrator. So access to justice, and that's why we are saying we'll also look at how to engage with the judiciary so that we can see how to fast track such cases. And of course, we will link these community initiatives together with the policy, because the women legislators sit at the legislature. And so how do we then bring policy change to ensure, for example, access to justice is fast tracked for victims and survivors? Yeah.
You've pointed something out about men not speaking out, which now underscores the aspect of stigma. And this is now gender-based in terms of men speaking out and ladies speaking out. How are you going to address that and encourage men who have faced GBV to speak out?
In this campaign, as Mercy put it, I can say that the causes sometimes of GBV are actually very complex, because most of the time we are dealing with the outcomes of actually failed love, because 90% or 80% of GBV is as a result of failed love somewhere. And you know, before a GBV happens, there has been so many red alerts. But you know, they say that love is blind, and it actually is, because someone is battered once, they don't report, they keep hoping and wishing that this thing will be sorted out in between the two of them. Tomorrow, someone throws you out of the car or out of the house, and you sleep you sleep outside. But you keep hoping and having the faith that this thing will change. But sometimes we say maybe people change, but 80% or 90% of these cases don't change. They keep escalating from a simple slap, they escalate from a simple push, and eventually it gets to murder. And so we are saying that when we look at the root causes, it's actually, we need a holistic approach for this. We also need to listen to the survivors, so we can establish the root causes of this and see how we can actually deal with it. But as I said, it's actually a very complex issue, and we keep dealing with the outcomes, because now when you're living in the same house with someone, there's no way we can put CCTVs so that we can see what conversation goes on in that house and what goes on there. And reporting is also voluntary. Like a neighbor can see you being beaten, but some of these things, you go and sort them out behind the doors yourselves. And so even when they raise the alarm that there is violence happening in this house, and the people don't want to take responsibility, and as Mercy said, it's more of a cultural or a societal norms. Like it would be normal for it's not supposed to be normal, but when a man beats his wife, or they feel like it's normal, like she just did a mistake, and so it's okay to beat the wife, which is actually not right. And for the men also, we have so many men who are actually undergoing violence. And you see, for men, because of their masculinity, it's hard for them to report. And even when they go to report at the police station, the police will look at you and even laugh at you. Oh, nakuja ku report, you've been battered by...
That is the stigma we are talking about.
Exactly. And so we want to speak to people, we want to take this campaign to the grassroots level to say actually that violence is violence. When violence is created against a woman, it's violence. When it's against a man, it's violence. And so we want to take now this sensitization that GBV, it's not about women, it's about men and women. It's about somebody going through torture, it's about somebody going through discomfort, and it's actually somebody being tortured somewhere. And so we also encourage the men that even though you're masculine, you can speak about what you're going through. And that is what this campaign is all about, to speak out, to amplify the voices of GBV, so we can come to terms of ending it.
Yes. Mercy, there's also the issues of mindset. Like Mheshimiwa said, men rarely talk about these issues. How are you going to approach that aspect of changing mindsets, especially amongst men who are undergoing GBV?
Okay, so as part of the campaign, one of the things that we are going to do is we are having a media campaign. So we'll be running a media campaign both in our social media spaces and also with media stations like what we are doing today. And number one is that we see the role of media in changing, or shaping public opinions. And so how do we see media shaping the opinions of people with regards to GBV, yeah? And this means if people are being, if I see you're being abused, can I report even on behalf? And then also knowing their rights and responsibilities, also knowing about the laws, the existing laws. Will be covering some of the existing laws, because a lot of times people don't even report because they don't know the right that they hold. And also they don't know that some of these things are actually illegal, So yeah, so a major component of this campaign is the media campaign, and so this will go a long way in helping shape the opinions of people and hopefully changing the cultural norms that we are talking about. Saying that, I mean, if you're being battered, it's okay to leave. Don't wait until you die. If you're being abused, it's okay to report, to go and report to the police. And we find that sometimes even when you find that somebody has been killed, for example, there is no reports are not made, or even when reports are made, we see a lot of out-of-court settlement, or the families, they say, bring me a goat, give me a goat, we just want this to stay in the family, you know. So this is what we want to change, but also just changing the public opinion of people so that they are able to know that it is not right, we need to stop GBV, and so we hope that this essentially will lower the cases that we are experiencing in the country.
So, Mheshimiwa, it is not going to be a one-fits-all kind of an approach?
No, it's not going to be a one-time thing. We hope that we will be running this campaign progressively every year to sensitize the people and actually make them be aware of their rights also, and make them comfortable. We also want to change a bit of socialization, because, you know, the men has been socialized to feel like I can't be beaten by a woman, and so when they grow up knowing that even if a woman batters me, I'd rather die than report, because I can't just take it like reporting like a woman has actually violated me. And when we take these campaigns even to schools, because we hope that soon we can be able to establish small programs in our primary schools, or even in our learning institutions, so that when children are growing up, they grow knowing that there is violence and they can actually report, as opposed to the cultural norms that we've put on our children, that you're a man, you're not supposed to wash utensils, you're a girl, you're supposed to wash utensils. It's about time now, because society has changed and times have changed. It's about time now we started also reviewing those cultural traits that we teach our children at a young age. And in schools also, they can be taught that being a man and being a woman, this is about gender, and you can always speak about the issues that you're going through. Because we also have school-going kids, even the boys going through a lot of violence, but they just keep quiet, because again they don't want the girls to know that they're actually going through violence. So this is a campaign that we will continue working on, improving and making sure that we take to our institutions and take to our yards, so that each and every person is aware and each and every person can raise their voices. And it's not only, we also have people at high societal ranks who are also going through violence, but you see they can't talk about it because the society is already, has already profiled you as a high standing person in the society. And so most of them, both men and women, go through violence, but they can't speak about it because they feel like, oh, the society is looking up to me. So we want to tell people that domestic violence or gender-based violence is actually an issue that can happen to anyone, and anyone is free to talk about it, because it's not about you, it's about something that has happened. Yes.
Maasai, is there a space for children to talk about these issues? Because issues of GBV and femicide cases, they not only revolve around the victim and the perpetrator, there are kids involved. How are you roping in kids to talk about, to express themselves on this issue, because they affect them?
Yeah, so when you look at how we've structured the campaign, is that we'll bring in different people from the community. So it's more of a community engagement. So in some cases, but we are also looking at the local context, because how the local context in Kajiado looks like is not the same way as, let's say, Mandera or Nyandarua or Nyeri, And so we'll be looking at the local context, and so identifying who are we going to involve. So in some instances, we'll involve children, but also keeping in mind the obligation to protect, because, with regards to children, there's obligation to protect the children, and especially if they are victims of domestic violence, the onus is on us to protect these kinds of stories. So we could give these stories, but just to shed light on the magnitude of domestic violence, or even just abuse, sexual violence that is happening amongst children. And so we'll also be working hand in hand. You saw that the president the other day gazetted a task force, which has also been mandated to look at the hotspots, where GBV is most common. And such, so we will work hand in hand with that task force, but also the children are also protected by the law. We have the Children's Act, we have the Protection Against Domestic Violence, Victims Protections Act, and so we can also see how then do we bring policy change to further protect, although in Kenya the children are really protected by the law. So that's the way we intend to engage with this target group.
You know, Mheshimiwa, the National Council of Administration of Justice report of 2023 and 2024 mentioned counties like Nairobi and Kiambu as hotspots of GBV and femicide cases. What is the approach towards these counties with the higher rate of GBV and femicide?
Thank you. The reason, first and foremost, those two counties were reported as the highest is because we say that those are reported cases. Yes. But when you look at the rest of the counties, their cases might even be higher, but they have not been reported. Given the complexities in reporting, there are people who cannot access even the courts to report. And maybe the people from Nairobi and Kiambu are actually closer to given the nature of their counties and they're in the city, their settlement is in the city. Maybe access for justice to them is a little higher than the rest of the counties in the country. But I want to say that cases are high everywhere, and how we're going to approach that and see that we address that issue. We are actually saying that we want to bring the county governments on board. Bringing the county governments on board means that we would like to ask them to start funding the GBV centers across the counties and actually establishing, we now want to move the, the gender desks from the police stations to the hospitals, and that can be facilitated by the county governments. Because we've seen that in reporting, when you go to the police station, then again you have to go to the hospital, you waste a lot of time between the police and the hospitals. And so sometimes the evidence is lost in between because something has just happened. The doctors need to establish whether that has happened. But now going to the police station, coming back to the hospital and going forth, wastes a lot of time. And so we're thinking, moving these gender desks from the police stations to the hospitals will actually reduce the time in which the victim goes to the police station and to the hospital again. And we are actually asking them to establish the centers for GBV centers so that our survivors and the victims can actually have a safe place. Because you can imagine you have been battered, you have reported, and you go back to the same house. That means, and we have actually seen such cases where a man and a woman are going through they are going through something and they separate and go back to the house to try and sort out things, and that actually one of them is killed. And so we are saying in that process where the victims have actually reported their cases, they have a safe place where they can go. And that actually also brings the issue of the children on board. That, you know, sometimes the mother cannot be at home and leave her girls with the person that actually battered her. And so maybe it can be a safe place for the family to go and stay there. If the man is the one that has been battered, the man can find a safe place to stay until the case is established. The mother can also have a safe place, and the children. And in that also, guiding and counseling can also take place from there. The children can be talked to, because it's true, the children get affected a lot with the violence that takes place. You know, sometimes we just deal with the mother or we deal with the victim, but we leave out these children that are actually more affected, and they grow up with resentment. They grow up with a lot of bitterness. And at the end of it, we also see them probably doing the same that their fathers or their mothers did in revenge, because they want to revenge with what happened. And so when we leave these cases unaddressed, it means that we're still just raising those small children who will become victims or victimized one day because of what they've gone through. And so we are actually now partnering. This campaign is also about partnering with county governments to see that the GBV centers in all our localities are actually well funded, and they actually have put personnel to work in those GBV centers so that we can all approach this in a holistic manner.
Yeah. Maasai, you talked about cases where men go to the police and they're chided for reporting cases of GBV meted upon them. So how are you going to then have sensitization efforts amongst the police force to ensure that whether it's a lady or a man who is reporting these cases, he is not stigmatized?
Yeah, thank you very much. So like I said, as part of the campaign, when we go to the counties and the constituencies, is that we'll be bringing in the different stakeholders, like the judiciary, the police being one of them. So a lot of times, even when we ask for police to come, we are sent the person who either sits at the gender desk or the woman who, a woman police officer who is from that station. But we are looking to start changing this mindset also with the police, that anybody who I find there, like when I come to report a murder or something else, you find somebody and they take that report seriously. And so I think one of the things that we'll be looking at working closely with the police is that just ensuring that their officers are well educated. So whether it's building their capacities once again on reporting, on taking in evidence. And actually the law provides, the Protection Against Domestic Violence provides that when a survivor or a victim comes to report, police should be able to actually provide direction and some of the remedies available for such a person. And, like direct them, you need to do this, and not tell them, you're a man, or that's your, even sometimes when women go to report, they are told, anakulipia rent, anakulipia nini, so they just stay there. So those are not the kind of questions that they should be asking. They should be taking in the report just the way they take in other reports of other crimes, and helping or directing the survivors on some of the remedies that they can do, they can seek to access justice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mheshimiwa, the president pronounced himself profoundly on this issue, and even allocated 100 million towards this campaign, and also formed a technical working group to address these issues. Talk about that impact, the presidential impact in this campaign.
Thank you very much. And as I said earlier, this campaign is going to be different from the rest of the campaigns that we have run before. Given that now the president is actually the lead team for this campaign, having had the cries of the people that have gone through GBV, he actually came out clearly and gave a promissory of 100 million that is going to be used to take this campaign at the grassroots level. And I can say that it's going to be different in it. It actually has a lot of impact in that for the first time, CDF or National Government Affirmative Action Fund does not have an allocation for addressing GBV. But you see, for the first time now, and any efforts that we have been doing before have been actually voluntary efforts from our side to address GBV. But now it's different because we have a mandate to do GBV, because we have been supported by the head of state. You can imagine 102 constituencies having to speak in the same voice, having to run a sensitization campaign. And as we said earlier before, that most of these people, this campaign has actually been run at the national arena. When I speak today in the national television, how many people have televisions in Kajiado County that can watch and get to know what I am actually doing? But today we are going to devolve this campaign into our smallest units, which are actually the wards or even the villages. And by devolving this campaign, that woman at the grassroots can actually know, oh, so there's a law that protects me. Oh, so there's somewhere that I can run to when I'm violated. Because most of these people at the grassroots level don't even know what to do. And you see, it's unfortunate that sometimes most of these violences take place to the very vulnerable. Because someone looks at this woman, she's a widow, she has beautiful girls, they know they don't even have the money to go to the hospital if something happens. And so when these people, vulnerable people are violated, they will not speak because nobody speaks for them. And as Maasai said before, they will say, let's settle it out of court. And even when they want to start reporting, people will come to them, or there's no point of reporting this thing. You'll get a goat, will pay school fees for this child for one term, and this case ends. But now when we take this campaign to the grassroots level, this woman and this girl and this man will know that actually I have a right to report, and they can actually know where to report to. And that is why also within our framework, we are also pushing to have more gender courts in our localities, because the normal courts, when you go to report, I think there's no prioritization in gender cases, or there are cases that they see as more of interest than the cases of gender-based violence. And so we are saying, let us establish gender courts in our localities, so that when a woman is violated, when a man is violated, you're walking into this court knowing that this court deals with this case and I will not be victimized. Because we have also had victims who have been secondary victims again. You are the victim, but you're victimized to look like you walk into somewhere reporting and they look at you like, what time did it happen? Like at 2 a.m. So ulikuwa unafanya nini 2 a.m. You know, so at that time you also become like you're the one at wrong. You are going to report someone that has wronged you, but suddenly you have become like the one at wrong. And so when we have gender courts, it becomes simpler to report because that is their work. They are waiting for those cases to pick, and they will not judge that you are a man reporting or you are a woman reporting. This is their priority, and these are the cases that they are going to handle.
All right, for the interest of time, I'll give you each a minute to give your closing words, and also mention the culmination of this campaign, and I'll start with you, Mheshimiwa.
Oh, thank you very much. As we begin this campaign, I want to talk to the people of Kenya and tell them that speak out, say it, irregardless of your status, irregardless of where you come from, say it. If it happens to you, just speak it out, because speaking is the basis of addressing gender-based violence. We have had to deal with the outcomes of unspoken words, but just get out there and speak. Even if you don't know who to speak to, speak. Just put up your voice and say that I am being violated. You'd rather have people laugh at you or people judge you, but you'd rather have your life than keeping quiet and losing your life. So the first thing that you're sending out to Kenyans, speak, let your voice be heard. Anytime you feel insecure, anytime you feel unsafe, please speak out. Yes.
Massive.
Yeah, so thank you very much. The campaign will culminate on the International Women's Day. That's on 8th of March. And we are hoping to have a big event in Parliament where either the President or the Office of the President will preside. We are still waiting for the confirmation of that. And so that's when we'll come and see like what have we done within the last 2 months, what's the impact of the campaign so far, and how we can also move forward, because we are not doing it as a one-off like we said earlier on. Yeah, and I think for my parting shot, I think I would reiterate on what Chair said, that speak up, report if you can. Speak to, even when we are talking to children, we keep telling them, if you feel like somebody is harassing you, don't feel safe, talk to daddy, talk to mommy, talk to your teacher, talk to your neighbor, talk to your friend. Speak up. Yes.
Thank you so much for making time to come and talk about these issues. They are very pertinent in this country. That is Honorable Leah Sankaira, who is the Kenya Women Parliamentary Association Chair, and also Maasai Mwangi, who is the Executive Director of the same association, talking to us about the campaign that is about to start today, exactly today, about the fight against gender-based violence and femicide in this country. This is where we end this conversation. My name is Mike Migwi. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you are ready for Entertainment Thursday with Vivian Ndegwa. Good morning.
Ashukuru kwa lanchi baba na dina. Nasema amen, amina. Ashukuru kwa yote Mungu, amina. Uliponitoa ni tabu, uliponitoa ni tabu sana. Umenipa furaha ya kuishi. Nilipitia ghadhabu, ilikuwa ni adhabu baba. Nilikuwa naishi kunaishi, ona. Hakuna Nashukuru kwa lanchi baba na dina. Nasema amen, amina. Nashukuru kwa yote Mungu, amina.
DJ Unique, the message.
Manzeni God, uskimbaka pali nimefika, na mwona kila kitu ninashika, amenipata cha gold, ndio maana wengi kuja na maficha, na bariki madoba zinaskika. Uno jina kubwa niko booked and busy, juice kwa wingi, vile nina make it look easy, kiwa na favor from above, all it took ni easy. Tishikoka kona shows, hadi Brooklyn squeezy ni guap, kan mesonga my cup, run it over shukran, kwa Jehova na ngam, yendo sopa wagwan, na manoma never press to ski, myuki cheki niki flex, niko blessed to ski.
Na tena, bora na hema, sina cha kulalamika, Mungu nanifa. Amen, amen. Yangu cheni kidani cha lanchikama, na zile sema amen, amen. Yangu cheni kidani cha na zile zako siri kuwa dhahiri, sikufikiri takuwa shari, ulinichemsha na yangu akili limi ukakiri au kuwa heri. Na japo pendo letu malishaishaga, mbona napata tabu ya kukuaga, picha zetu kwenye simu nikizionaga nalia. Nilitapika moyo kaukanyaga, kasema sina kitu mimakmuga, magogoni mpaka gago anakuulizia. Habari nyumbani kwa mama shafika, anasema bora tuachane, penzi kamari hasara na ilipa, ila bado nakupenda mwezio. Nalia nawe, oh mama, aya. Nalia nawe, nalia nawe, sina ubaya, moyo umezama na wewe. Nalia nawe, inauma, ila umezama na wewe. Yani leo yule mgana upwa, nakosa tawali kitafunio, umejanjaruka pendo kata kufuli ukatupa funguo, na japo moyo wangu natona, mi bado nakupenda. Jeraha la moyo jeshona, ama uchi nitakwenda, nasubiri siku tutaonana, mina hisabu kalenda mama, na kama ndo stokona tena. Aya, habari nyumbani kwa baba shafika, anasema bora tuachane, penzi kamari hasara na ilipa, ila bado nakupenda mwenzio. Juu ya wengi pendalo, iwe mbichi au nyama italika, ya habibi mi amor, ila ndo hivyo meshanitapika. Moyo nalia na wewe, moyo nalia na wewe.
Follow guys, follow, na mina follow, follow must follow, na mina follow, follow guys, follow, mimi na Yesu niko nyuma na mfollow, na mina follow, follow guys, follow, na mina follow, follow must follow, na mina follow, follow guys, follow, mimi na Yesu niko nyuma na mfollow. Huwezi patana na huyu Jesus, kisha life yako ikabaki the same. Huwezi patana na huyu Jesus, kisha life yako ikabaki kwa shame. Ukimtaka napatikana, kwanza mtafute ukiwa kijana, silowezekana yeye hufanya, lakini amina tena hosana. Ukimtaka napatikana, kwanza mtafute ukiwa kijana, silowezekana yeye hufanya, lakini amina tena hosana. Emambalajo, emambalajo, babedeke da tupi tupi kokahu. Emambalajo, emambalajo, bedeke da tupi tupi kokahu. Na mina follow, follow guys follow, na mina follow, follow
Follow Christ, follow, na mina follow. Follow master, follow, na mina follow. Follow Christ, follow, mimi na Yesu niko nyuma na follow. Na tukipatana na huyu Jesus, atakushangaza na miujiza. Utabaki tukijiuliza, mbona kazi imejaa pesa za fuliza. Tukifuata Yesu mambo inakuwa sawa fulani. Wewe kwa maisha deli kazi furahi. Paka najiuliza unanipenda namna hii. Furahi namna hii mbona.
يا حي لا يموت بدعي بصوت وسكون
barakatun nika aisaru hunna mihna. Baraka ni kambo kwamba iko na baraka kushinda zote, ni ile ambapo kwamba inakuwa yenye kutumia ama inakuwa ina matumizi ambapo kwamba ni madogo sana. Subhanallah, kuna baadhi ya watu kimwambia au wanasema bwana mimi sina gharama bwana.
Mojawapo ya manufaa ya kuwa katika nikah ni kuepushwa na dhambi ya zinaa, ambayo dhambi hii huleta umaskini. Dhambi hii pia huleta ufukara na pia huweza kuleta ugonjwa ama magonjwa yasiyoweza kutibika na magonjwa ya aibu.
Hawa si watu wamejuana leo. They must be hiding something.
Hii dunia unaangalia urafiki wa matumbo yako, sio kuwa smart.
Jamedani ni rafiki wangu wa siku mingi, sio itakapoteza urafiki yake.
Hiyo sasa ni kumaanisha nini?
Nyinyi mko na vita mingi sana.
Si jeni mnapenda naye?
Si ni ati nitulie.
Matel. Finally umeamka. Good morning Queen Jane. Jane, habari ya asubuhi? I think God is giving me another chance.
Jane, are you okay?
I think ni hizi dawa. Najua Jane anaongea na parables, mimi hata simuelewi.
I think hizo siku mingi alikuwa hospitali ndo zinamuaffect.
Ana shida akisema ati amegundua kila mtu ni muongo. I don't trust anyone. Paka mimi yake.
The combination king, baby. Bombshell. Modo. Katoto ringa ringa mama we. Songa rumba we. Ekyaka linda linda mama we. Utone rumba. Ay katoto ringa ringa mama we. Songa rumba we. Ekyaka linda linda mama we. Utone rumba. Tusonge rumba rumba. Tusonge na wasombanesa etwarumba ya mukamba tokoneziendo makikamba ai etwarumba ya mukamba tokoneziendo makikamba tutatemeke tutaimara kucheza ai tuteremuke tutaimara kucheza duke du changamuke nerumba japani ndo sanzamuke wanduke du changamuke nerumba japani ndo sanzamuke ai duke du changamuke nerumba japani ndo sanzamuke katoto inga mama we songa rumba we.
Yes, and we start off with our first artist right here on Entertainment Thursday. He goes by the name The Only Stylisha. I don't know if it's the name comes from him loving style. I don't know, but he's here. He'll tell us more about that. How are you?
I'm fine.
Uko vipi?
Niko fiti kabisa.
Hey, your outfit basi. Hebu nieleze, umevaa kuna kitu unaweza nielezea tu kuhusu hiyo outfit yako ya leo?
Hii kitu ya kwanza ni Batman, vile mnaona.
Oh.
Yeah. Then the reds, yeah, ina represent some colors. Kuna red, kuna white, then kwa hiyo white kuna black. So hizo ni colors za vitu mimi hufanya sana na ni colors zenye napenda. Yeah, so
colors za vitu wewe hufanya?
Colors za vitu mimi hupenda. Like mupenda hizi colors, red na black na white, yeah. So hiyo pia ina represent my art. Hiyo ni kitu naweza sema cause like ni colors za my art.
Oh, nice. I love it. I love the way you've put everything together. You know, it's not the usual.
Sure,
yeah. Inanifurahisha. Like si kawaida tu uone patane na mtu amevaa hivyo. You love Batman?
Yeah, I love Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, na pia unajua ni kitu unique. Hii si kitu yenye unaweza pata msee amevaa kwa street ama just anybody amevaa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mimi hupenda kuwa unique, hupenda just like my name, The Only Stylisha, mimi hupenda style. So na style si tu kitu ya kawaida. Yeah, lazima ukue ujiset apart from every other person, yeah.
So the name The Only Stylisha is because you love style?
Yeah, I love style and I love doing some unique things, so.
Amazing. Yeah. Are you a stylist?
Yeah, I'm a stylist when it comes to music, but kwa nguo I have a stylist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Salimia watu waeleze wewe ni nani kwa wale wanakuona for the first time.
So, naitwa Stylisha, ama the combination king, ama Mr. Bombshell. Moto. Nafanya Kamba Lingala. Hii ni a new thing, ni a new taste of music ambayo ni nataka introduce to the Kamba music scene. Ina infuse Lingala rumba na some bit of Afro style, some touch of Afro. Yeah, so it's something that haijawahi fanywa.
Yeah.
It's not just a normal Kamba music. We are trying to do something different from the norm, yani from kitu yenye kila mtu amezoea. Yeah, and to this point tunaona reception imekuwa fiti na watu wanapenda ngoma zetu, and we hoping going forward kila kitu tutakuwa fiti kabisa.
Okay, so you're the pioneer when do umeanzisha like this type of music?
Yes, haijawahi fanywa tena.
It's called Kamba Lingala.
Yeah, Kamba Lingala.
Okay. Hakuna mtu mwingine ashaifanya unique asiwa anatu enjoy.
Hujasikia. Hata ukigoogle utapata. Hii ni kitu mpya kabisa.
So why that particular style of music? Why that genre?
You know, ukitaka kuingia into something, you study it first, then unaangalia what people are not doing. Don't do what everybody is doing, because wanasemanga the market iko imejaa. So when you want to get the market by storm, lazima come with something new, something that hata mtu akisikia itakacha attention yake, because if you go with the normal thing and kila mtu amezoea, it will be very hard for you kupenya kwa the crowd. But when you go with something new, everybody will want to know jamani nani, who's doing this, jamani nani. Yeah, vitu kama hizo.
So ulianza lini? Ulianza immediately with that genre, or you started doing a different kind of style alafu sasa ukabadilisha ukaanza kuimba hiyo?
Initially nilikuwa naimba dancehall. Ya juu kuna ngoma inaitwa dancehall ya Kamba. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa ngoma ya kwanza. But nikaona Dancehall is something common, and everybody can do dancehall.
Okay, not everybody.
Yeah,
but
like most people can do dancehall.
Okay.
Yeah. So nikaona hiyo kuingia kwa market italeta shida kiasi. So nikakaa chini, nikakuwa creative and nikachukua the 7 beats, the Congo 7. So nika infuse with some afro, yeah, ndio ikakuja Kamba Lingala.
Yeah. So that was around which year?
That was around last year ndo nilianza kufanya hiyo the Kamba Lingala. Ya ndo nilianza kuandika na like kuperfect ndio. Unajua huwezi leta kitu kwa market kama wewe mwenyewe hujakipenda.
Yeah.
So you have to perfect what you're doing so that hata watu watafeel the passion yenye ulikuwa nao ukifanyia kazi. Yeah.
Oh, so it's been just a year of wewe kufanya now this genre and sasa decide this is my style of music.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, unasema reception according to wewe and how you look at things, you feel the reception has been good.
Yeah, if you look at my latest single yenye nime-release last week, up to now iko na 14K views. Yeah, a lot of comments, a lot of reactions, and guys are loving it. Naona like people are eating up on me, wanataka kuniita kwa shows and everything. Like, yeah, ukiangalia it's doing good, it's doing well.
Okay, and why did you choose to go the Kamba way?
Kitu ya kwanza, I love my culture. I don't want to be tribalistic, but I love my culture.
It's okay. Everyone has an identity.
Yeah, and nikaona pia it would be easier. You know you must start from somewhere. Na wanasemaga charity begins at home. Yeah, so nikaona if I start it there at that point, at least when I'm known all over Cumberland, then I can be able to kupenya kwa the national scene virahisi than nikikuja tu bila strategy. Yeah, so that's a strategy I have employed so that nikikuja kwa national scene iko at least easier.
I feel like you're so big on strategy. Like wewe kabla ufanye kitu kwanza unaangalia unaona okay hii itabidi nimefanya hivi vile. What's the importance of an artist kuamua hatoi tu nyimbo bila mpango, unapanga kwanza, unakuwa na strategy in place, umeangalia, umefanya research yako. What's the importance of that for an artist?
You know, without a strategy hata in everything you will fail, because without a strategy ni kitu unaingia tu hauna plan, you're just doing something to build a plan. But with a strategy at least utakuwa define some things, your target audience, how you'd want to push your music, who can help you push your music, mbali unataka music yako ifike na vile utapenya tu in the market. Then you must be strategic on what you want.
Yeah. Okay, so how do you go about, doing your music, like in terms of your writing? Inaanzia wapi?
Writing, I can say, mi wa msee wa my ideas. So naweza kuwa tu nimetembea ama nimekaa tu nisikie key imekuja kwa akili. Unajua ukianza kuandika ngoma lazima key kwanza ikuje kwa akili. Then key kisha kuja kwa akili, maneno yazipotea, so unaanza kutafuta maneno and everything. Na lazima ukuwe na idea what you're writing. Because huwezi anza tu kuandika ngoma juu key imekuja kwa akili. You have to know kama unaandikia mrembo ngoma, kama ni ngoma ya sherehe, kama ni ngoma ya huzuni. Kuna wengine wanaandika ngoma za maadui, kama wasanii wengi wa Kamba, but I'm not.
Wasanii wengi wa Kamba wanaandika ngoma za maadui.
Wanaandika tu ngoma za maadui. Mtu anaamka tu anaandika kitu tu ati maadui wangu sijui mtafanya nini.
Wakamba wanapenda kuimba nyimbo ambazo
Wakamba wanaimba mambo ya maadui sana.
Kama wako na maadui wengi.
Yani unaona mtu ngoma kama 50, ngoma 45 ni za maadui. Zingine ni after ameimba maadui anaanza kushukuru Mungu amemwepusha na maadui. So ina revolve tu hapo kwa maadui.
Mbona toka kwa maadui?
Wow, okay. Umekuja kuingilia watu wenu.
No, siwai. Ni kitu tu imehit akili yangu na ni fact. Na ni fact. Actually ukifuata hizo ngoma zao mingi, kama utaelewa utajua I'm saying the truth. Yeah, but so
ombea adui yako.
She's so yeah, so what I'm trying to say, So idea ukipata key na everything lazima ukuje na idea yenye at least unajua ita touch watu. Na lyrics pia si kuandika tu vitu hazieleweki za maadui.
Hujaimbia adui?
No, mimi siwezi kuimbia adui. Mimi ni mtu napenda good times because actually my music empire into a good times music. So mimi hupenda kuandika ngoma about good times. Yaani watu wafurahie, watu wapige sherehe. Ndio maisha nao vile iko. Watu wanataka tu wapige sherehe at least wa relax. So my music iko more on good times than kuongelea vitu mbaya ama nini. Yeah.
All right. Unique juzo na swali.
Mimi sitaandika ngoma ya kuongelea maadui. Now, since you've introduced a new style in the industry, so are you planning maybe to also to introduce to other artists? Maybe when you wanna come, pia wajue the type of music you're doing.
Yeah,
by doing collabos maybe.
Yeah, we can do collabos, but unajua introducing something, you don't go telling people I want you guys to do this, I want you guys to do this. So mwenye ataona kitu yako iko fiti na on this idea, unajua actually the moment hii idea inakuja kuhit sana into the market, watu wengi wataka kufanya. That's one thing I know for sure. Ndio maana unaga mtu akianza kitu, I'm not saying watu wana copy, but akukosi mtu mwenye, akukosi wase wenye watakuja tu anze kufanya kama wewe when something hits. But now vile tuko kwa grassroots, vile tunajaribu kupush this idea, unapata si watu wengi wataingiana na because a new thing ikikuja lazima ipate resistance. But sasa you can always resist for so long. Kuna kelele huu unapiga hadi wanakuwa they cannot ignore you. Na that is what we are doing. Actually at this point they cannot ignore us because sasa imekuwa too much. Unasikia kila mtu hata kwa groups za wasanii wa kamba unapata watu wana vote for this genre. So yeah, I think sasa imekuwa it can't be ignored. So utapata tu niko very sure utapata tu wase wengi sasa wameanza kuomba collab, wengine wameanza kuingia into the style. Yeah, that's what we are looking at.
Okay. So umesema you have the Good Time Empire.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about it. Alafu to introduce your new song Kililimbi.
Yeah. So Good Times music, it's all about good times. Na actually hata wasanii wenye maybe watakuja kutujoin later, hatutataka waimba ngoma zenye hizo nilikuwa naongelea hapo nyuma. Tunataka tu unapiga tu muziki safi. Good Times music, it's all about good music actually.
Okay.
Yeah, music yenye ukiimba itakuwa ina hit. Then we are planning on maybe we can start a record label going forward to sign wasanii. Na sisi tukisign wasanii hatutawatesa. Unajua record labels huku unasainiwa alafu unateswa vibaya sana, unazungushwa. Sisi tukisign msanii itakuwa like terms zetu ni like ziko reasonable na ziko sensible.
Okay.
Si kuanza kuambia msanii utakuwa unakula 10% na sisi tunakula 100%. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, ama ukitaka kutoka tunakufungia kwa kuambia you must pay this money. No. Yeah, sisi we are all about good times.
All right.
Yeah.
Sawa, Mr. Good Time. Now talk to us about Kililimbi tukimaliza. What is Kililimbi about?
So Kililimbi ni a Kamba word inamaanisha fire.
Oh.
Then iko na a lot of dimensions. Inamaanisha fire, alafu pia inamaanisha like mzuka upande, watu wajibambe, watu wajienjoy. Yeah, inamaanisha tu vitu poa tu, vitu good times tu. Yeah, so na ni word ambayo inajulikana hata out of Kambala juu. Unakumbuka ngoma ya I think Meja na Bahati or something, yeah. Kiririmbe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is the same word actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so inamaanisha tu vitu za power yani. Yeah, so nilikuwa actually this style imekuwa more introduced na hiyo ngoma. So nilikuwa nataka kuintroduce in a way that itatokea na vibe fiti sana kwa kila mtu. So nikaamua kuita ngoma ya kwanza Kililimbi. Ndio at least mtu akisikia hii Kililimbi ni nini. Then hata vile tumepiga hiyo video yake ni video moja safi tumeinfuse na style ya general hivi. Yeah, so ndio tulikuwa tunataka kuintroduce Le General.
Okay.
Ya wa Kamba Lingala. Ambaye ni mimi.
Okay.
Sasa hiyo ngoma ndio ilikuwa ina usher the whole new idea.
Sawa. Okay, so for those who haven't gotten to listen to the song, of course Unique ataicheza sasa hivi, but where do they find it? On social media, on YouTube maybe, and also yourself wanakufuata vipi kwenye social media?
Ngoma zangu zote ziko YouTube. Najita The Only Stylisha. The Only, then STYLISHER. Ya ni jina moja very unique na ni ya kistar sana. Hata ukisikia hauwezi kusikia mtu anajiita stylisha na akikopi itatokea vibaya sana. So hiyo ndio my channel, The Only Stylisha. Then kwa social media zote, Facebook, IG, Twitter, everywhere najiita The Only Stylisha. So people can go to my social media and follow me.
Okay. Sawa sawa. You can get to check him out. That is on social media as The Only Stylisha. And right now we usher him out of set with the song Kililimbi. Unique.
Kana wasaka sota kasi bright, kana wenda siambo nice. Mulia wasaka sota kasi bright, yeah. Kana wenda siambo nice. Yeno kana bandi ya pataiti, tuna wadi mwa all night. Anetelinga la mweko like, na lukune ya Nike. Nasi anetelinga la mweko like, na lukune ya Nike. Oya pata mekata musunga na nyuma ye, aye. Na mosa mesinga mwekanya na kupa ye. Lingala ya kamba moyo katumine mwenenge nyamwanya nisongange. Producer kabiti nonenge kasebe na basi na treble ndongelange. Lingala ya kamba moyo katuyine mwenenge nyamwanya nisongange. Producer kabiti nonenge kasebe na basi na treble ndongelange. Ay 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 atini kwa tini yokote. Ay 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 etwa lingala mwandu songe. Ay 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 atini kwa tini yokote. Lingala mwandu songe wasongo kasongo kangu kwate o kangu kwate kana songo kasongo kangu kwate o kangu kwate kurambo sapina mugongo kana ndutingisha jambalele kurambo sapina mugongo kana ndutingisha jambalele lingala ye anachukua kwanda bukana kwani
eti baby umebebaje kikucheki hivi unani confuse my mind. Baby umebebaje kikucheki hivi unani confuse my mind. Eti baby umebebaje kikucheki hivi unani confuse my mind. Baby umebebaje kikucheki hivi unani confuse my mind. Confusion, confusion, confusion 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 unani
umenitoa mbali na ninaenda mbali. Huyu Mungu nimfananishe na nani? Mimi ndo yule wakanishusha chini. Kosa langu gani? Umasikini jamani, oneni nimebarikiwa, amebadilisha jina, historia naitwa Mbarikiwa. Baby face alipata sura mbaya, akumbe muzungumuze, ati alipata muzungumuze, sijui nizungumuze ama niweke picha muzungumuze, akumbe muzungumuze, ati alipata muzungumuze, sijui nizungumuze ama niweke picha muzungumuze.
And we now get into our second interview, and I'm excited about this. If you know me, you know I love fashion, I love all things modeling, I love all of that. And we are going to be talking with the current Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya. They are here in studio with us just to let us know about their modeling journey and for them to get to the point where they are right now, the challenges they've gone through, and just the entire journey in general. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya 2024. How are you?
Yes.
Kofiti? Kabisa? Yes. Okay, let's start with the lady because they say ladies first. So kindly introduce yourself to us.
My name is Jennifer Joy Juma. I'm a model, I'm a student. I'm also a commercial model. Yeah.
All right. Yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Francis Mwangi. I'm the current Miss Birmingham, Kenya. Yeah, I hail from Nyandarua County. Right now, I work as an entrepreneur at around Nairobi. And I'm just passionate in modeling.
Okay. Yeah. You mentioned you're a student.
Yeah, I'm a student at Pride Center. Yeah, taking flight attendant.
Oh, a flight attendant.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So I want to get to know you individually. So beginning with you, just tell me about where your passion for modeling came from. Where exactly did you know that, okay, I think I love this thing called modeling?
So basically, I feel like I came to love modeling because I felt like it appreciated people with different body features, different appearance. And this was because back then when I was in high school, I used to be like so tiny, at least right now I've grown. I used to be so tiny and I felt judged because of my body. People used to feel like, you're thin, you should eat. But I felt like now when you come into the modeling industry, you are appreciated for being thin, you understand? And some people are being appreciated for having that body. So like they accept everyone with different body types. I started modeling back in high school. I used to contest for these high school crowns when I was in back then. But then I never got any crown when I was in high school. But again, I felt like it's something I'd want to do because every time when I was on the runway, I used to feel appreciated, loved, and seen. So it was like my safe space. I can say the runway is my safe space. So after high school, when I joined campus, back then I used to study in Nakuru. I tried contesting for a school pageant and I got first runners-up Miss Rift Valley that time. And it motivated me. I felt like it's my first time trying this thing and it's working out. So I feel like I want to do more of this. So after that, I contested for Face of Nakuru now. When I was going for that pageant, I used to like get a lot of people saying, oh, that pageant you can only win when you have a lot of experience or like when you're big in the industry. And actually it was like my first my second pageant now after high school. So when I went, I managed to get the crown, and I was so happy because I felt like, okay, I put a lot of energy in the whole thing. But again, I feel like pageantry, sometimes you just have to work hard and let God do the rest. So I now got the crown. So after Face of Nakuru, I came now to Nairobi. And I was like, I want to now try a crown that will represent the whole country now. And now that's why I went for Birmingham, and I got it.
Amazing. That's such a fulfilling journey, you know, just to know where it started from. And it started from you not being appreciated, not feeling secure about your size. You were feeling you're too small, too thin, and even people making fun of you for being that, to the point where you embrace yourself. You just decide, this is me, this is who I am, this is how I look, and I'm going to embrace me. Love it completely. All right, now for you, Mr. Birmingham, where did your love for modeling come in? Where did it start?
So at first, I remember it was back in 2017. Then there was this competition for the Mr. World. It happened that, okay, I never knew about modeling initially, but I came to the YouTube. Then I found the contestants in the Mr. World Kenya, the Mr. and Mrs. World. No, it was the Miss World. Yeah, so like, hey, then I was interested. What are they contesting? Then they came. I saw that they are contesting about the fashion. By that time, I was at Eldoret. Hey, I got interested. Then I was like, I would like to try this day one day. And it happened that, when at Eldoret, I started trying to wear some new outfits and see how the outcome. I asked my friends, how am I with this? How do I look with this? Okay, there were some friends that they were negative about me. They were telling me, yo kitu toa, kutoi, and I'm like, okay. Well, now I came now to know. I now got interest to know much deeper about the fashion industry. So like I started even following the pages for the fashionist. And all that. Now I got interested and I started wearing, okay, that was my first time I wore a suit and such. So I never got interested in suit. I used to wear just local casuals and such. Now I tried new designs and such. Now I got interested.
I'll ask you to hold it just there, and then when you come back, you'll continue giving us your journey. We take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
Mtazamaji, tumekuandalia taarifa zinazogonga vichwa vya vyombo vya habari kutoka hapa jijini Nairobi na pia mashinani.
Wanahabari zaidi ya ubora wao wako ange kukuletea habari pindi zinapochipuka kutoka pembe zote za Kenya.
Kwenye kipindi cha Tamrini, tunakuletea mazungumzo ya moja kwa moja kufafanua na kuangazia masuala yanayokuhusu wewe mtazamaji.
Kumbuka, taarifa yenye thamani daima hupokewa kwa amani.
Hivyo basi usikose kuungana nasi kila siku ya wiki.
Tukupakulie na tukutaarifu taarifa yenye mnato kwenye runinga unayoienzi. Kwenye kurunzi mashinani,
sisi DC.
It should be you who's shameful. I didn't agree to go for dinner. The last guy you set me up with, he asked me for a selfie.
I tell you everything about my exes.
All these crappy stories, do you think I want to know?
You didn't wait for me all night, did you? Stupid kid just texted me a location. He didn't give me a room number.
Don't scare her. It's okay. Don't listen to him. It's just an internship. There aren't that many requirements.
Welcome back. This is Entertainment Thursday right here on Good Morning Kenya. My name is Vivian Ndegwa, and before we took that break, we were talking to Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya. So, Mr. Birmingham, Kenya, you were just talking to me about how you got into the pageantry world. Uliona, you know, the Mr. and Miss World, you watched it and you got interested.
Yeah.
Then you decided, now, I think I want to explore more and get to know what this is. So, kuna niambia, you had, you started getting outfits, trying them on.
Yeah.
Yes, if you can continue with this the story.
Right. Yeah, so I started getting outfits and asking my friends how they are. Now, some of my friends, they were laughing and saying that you hajakutoa vizuri and such. So, like, at some point, I felt disappointed. But I said, because this thing is in my heart, I won't stop there. I would continue pushing for it. Yeah, so so as I continued with the interest in the industry, I came and met the Aspire models. They train, that's why I trained my first step as a model. And after training, now I started venturing into various pageants to try my luck and such. So I tried Mr. Nyandarua, and I got the runners-up. And now from there, now I decided, this thing, let me try a higher thing and see how the outcome would be. Yeah, so I was pushed and decided I want to try the Birmingham. Yeah, so okay, I know.
This was your second pageant.
Yeah, this is my second. Yeah. So I will this thing really work? Because I felt like I'm not yet the level to become a national pageant king. And so I asked a friend how is my journey so far. He said that I'm still not yet cooked to run in a national pageant. And I decided, well, it's okay, but let me just try and see how the outcome will be. Yeah, so I was fully focused because I really wanted to have a national accord, because like I just felt I need to become a king. And I just felt like that was the right pageant to contest. Yeah, so luckily I got the Mr. Birmingham, Kenya. And right now I'm here representing the Birmingham as the current Mr. Birmingham, Kenya.
Amazing, amazing. Both your stories are inspiring, you know, because it just shows how you believing in yourself is all that it takes. It doesn't matter who else doesn't, as long as you decide this is what I want, and I believe in myself, and I'm going for it. That's it. So now, if you can just tell me how it was for you, you know, contesting for that crown. You know, it's a national thing, right? So you are meeting with people from all over and people who are good as well. So just tell me about how that was for you after joining now the contest.
Basically, I can say it was a tough journey because most of the people who are contesting were already title holders in like other places. And everyone was worth getting that crown. So I feel like, you know, in modeling, basically, I feel like they don't really judge you from the runway only. They don't do that. There are other things that they look at apart from like how good you are in like walking and how good you are in dressing. They also consider other things like character, how you treat people, the projects that you have, what are you thinking of doing to like help people in the society. So I feel like they consider so many things before they give you that title. And so as for me, I can say it was tough. It was tough because everyone who contested was good, and being able to become the winner, I can only say it's hard work, prayer, and just believing in yourself. And again, I can say before you go for like a pageant, you should have like something standard that you're able to provide that can give an impact or like help other people who are not really models, but like basically your community. So I feel like that's what really helped me, and it was a tough journey. Honestly, it was tough.
But here you are now. So for you, when you know you were contemplating on whether to get into it or not, now after you got in and saw the fellow guys contesting, did you feel like, okay, this one, looking at everyone else, I'm going to be the king? Did you know from the start, ama ilikuwa wacha tu tusonge, alafu tutaona?
Okay, initially I thought let me just contest and feel how it feels to be in a national stage, contesting for that event. And okay, initially I didn't see it coming because I never had experience in a national stage. Yeah, so but I was determined that one day I'll be a king. Yeah, so I was prepared. I had my team supporting for the cheering and such. And yeah, I had my designer who gave me ideas of whatever I'm gonna wear for the pageant. And he worked tirelessly. I think he motivated me. And I think the motivation made me to even have the courage to contest feel-free. And how I got it, I just say that it is God.
Yeah.
And I'm just happy I'm now working.
Okay.
Yep.
What's the one thing you would love people to know about modeling? You know, because people have so many perspectives of the modeling industry out here. So what's the one thing from someone who's a model, a crowned queen, you know, what would you love people to know about modeling that you feel they don't really laud it as much?
I feel like what I'd really like people to know about modeling is like it's not all about beauty. It's not all about looking pretty and having a crown on your head. Modeling is beauty with purpose. For someone to be a beauty queen, there must be something you're doing to impact on the community, and you have to have brains. It's not all about looking pretty. You have to have brains, and also you have to be able to bring a positive impact to the society.
Yeah.
So basically I'd just say modeling is not all about beauty. Yeah.
You mentioned that you have to have something that you're doing to impact the community.
Yeah.
And maybe this one will come to you. What project what was your main project at when you joined Birmingham? I understand people need to have, you know, something that you are doing. Yeah. So which one was yours?
Yep. Yeah, so before I started the before I joined the modeling industry, I used to nurture talents. I'm very passionate about nurturing talents and such, because right now back at home, people have a lot of talents, but yet they don't have a platform to expose their talent and showcase to the world. Yeah, so I took this opportunity to show them that there can be a chance to showcase your talent outside there. And right now, trying to motivate models, upcoming models, to also join the pageants, even if they not manage to go to the national level, at least even the local levels, at least they can upcome and become better people in the society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your project is on nurturing young talent.
Yeah, nurturing
What
young
about
talents.
yourself?
I'm a mental health advocate, yes. So basically that's what I do. And I also do I do visit children's homes and just help in whichever way I can. I also do that, yeah.
Amazing. During the pageant, which was your favorite category? Because there are different categories, you know, with different outfits, whereby you're showcasing different outfits, you know, the official wear, dinner wear, swimwear maybe, and all of that. So which was your favorite one and why?
I feel like my favorite category was the dinner wear.
Dinner wear.
Because I feel like it's always your moment. You have that moment of just being yourself and just falling in love with yourself on the runway and just taking your time to just love yourself. So that was my favorite category. Yeah.
What outfit did you have on? What color?
I had a burnt orange gown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Which was your favorite one?
Yeah, my favorite one was also the dinner wear. Yeah, okay, like that one was my favorite because my designer took the time to design it, and I felt like it was the perfect thing for me.
Yeah. So every outfit that you wore on the stage, your designer made the outfit?
Yeah.
From scratch?
Yeah.
Both of you? Oh, interesting. That's really nice. So each one of you had different designers, or there was one designer for the pageant?
Okay, they were different designers.
Yes. Yeah, when you go for pageants, you're given categories. You're told we'll expect you to use these specific categories during the contest. And so you go and look for a designer, or if you know how to design, you can make your own fits. But if you don't know how to design, you go and look for someone to design you. And yeah, you're not given outfits when you go for contest. You get them yourself according to your taste and how you feel the outfits will complement you.
Yeah, so it's up to you to come up with the looks you're going to be presenting.
Because you have to stand out.
Yeah. My favorite category when I attend these pageants has to be the creative wear. Because I just love to see how creative people can get. You know, you find someone who's made an outfit out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
You know, you find someone who's made an outfit out of cartons, out of wires. I think that's usually my favorite, like the category I'm normally anticipating to see. Oh, I want to see what they'll come up with when it comes to the creative wear. Yeah, but modeling is it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. So if we can just finish by you telling us your parting shot and also just speaking to a young girl who is watching right now and admiring you because this is what they want to get into. They would love to get into contests and get to be crowned as queen.
Yeah. Basically, I can say if you're out there and you feel like you would want to try modeling, I feel like just make that step of starting. It's never like, I don't feel like there are certain requirements or like certain things you need to meet to be that girl. All you need to do is believe in yourself, give yourself a chance to at least try, and things will just work out, and put God first. Yeah.
Amazing. Yourself, final words?
All right. Yeah, so I would like to encourage people out there. Yeah, they should try new things in life, and don't let the fear of trying to defeat you. Yeah, let's us all arise and have that determination to try and be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for gracing our show today, and just for you being here and you know, shedding light on what the modeling industry is all about.
Yes.
This is where we end this particular conversation. That was Mr. and Miss Birmingham, Kenya 2024. Don't you go too far. We'll be back to continue with Entertainment Thursday. Of course, my DJ is ready with some good music. Don't go too far. I'll see you in a moment.
Kibaridi cha asubuhi, kijua fani so kikali saa 5. Oh, Nairobi 2015 nikamchagua yeye katikati ya wenzake watano. Nikamuomba kanio ama moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. She's my number moja. Nikamuomba kanio namba moyoni Mungu nikampa moja. Now she's my number moja. Yani namaanisha kwamba ndo tushawana. Tushawana. Ndo tushawana. Ndo tushawana. Upepo wa bahari alinipita kama meli, anayumba yumba akidondosa kishenzi. Oh, Mikocheni kamfuata utadhani zombie. Habari gani bona ukoloni, jina ni gani akasema Zari. Nikamwambia aje, kamwambia kwangu ni kwake. Nimshike wapi ndio aje, taka moyo wangu we wake. Watangoja sana wakikania tutachana, na yeye tumeshaivana, na itapo siku na mchana. Yani namaanisha kwamba ndio tushawana. Wewe ni
Yes. And we are back. This is Entertainment Thursday. My DJ is the one and only Unique, that DJ. Now we get into a different conversation. You know, we were having the fashion conversation. We're done with that. Right now, I have a comedian with me. This guy has a lot of following, specifically on TikTok. Uko yani, ni kuchekeshana tu. He goes by the name MC Exodus.
Yes.
MC Exodus.
Yes.
Mambo?
Niko fiti sana.
Uko freshi?
Kabisa.
Sasa kwa wale ambao wakujua na kuona mara ya kwanza,
yes,
waweza kutuelezea MC Exodus ni nani?
Okay, MC Exodus is a comedian, an actor. MC Exodus is also an activist. MC Exodus is a comedian. MC Exodus is also a father.
Okay.
Yes.
Wewe ukisema father unacheka?
Basi lazima
unashangaa,
wajue
mimi ni baba yani. Mimi ni baba ya mtu yani. Unajishtua?
Lazima niambie watu vipi hadi mzae.
Alright, so hiyo jina MC Exodus, where did it come from?
Jina ilikam way back in 2020. Yeah, because bini yule mse nilikuwa natakanga whatever I'm doing, nilikuwa natakanga ni impact so many people. Yeah, with whatever God has put in me. So ukiangalia story ya Exodus kwa Biblia, uliona Moses alitoa Waisraeli akawapeleka pale kwa the land of milk and honey. The same way what I'm doing in the creative industry.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the creative industry, wewe niche yako ni comedy. Ama how would you describe your style?
My style actually is comedy, but it's a unique comedy. Actually, me yangu actually content nafanya sahi ni ile ya family. Wife and husband, whatever is happening in the family. Watu wanachukuanga ni kama wanaume waombi msamaha. Lakini hapa nje wanaume wanaomba msamaha. So niliamua nilete hiyo into content na nimeona vizuri na move very well. Yes.
Well, acha tusiongee sana kabla watu wajaona at least something.
Yes.
So Unique, if you can just play something short ambayo huwa anafanya kule kwenye TikTok.
Saizi ndio umerudi after 2 hours. Na ulitoka hapa saa 5. Sasa saa ngapi? Saa 9. Hata si 2 hours.
Siduka ile.
Aya, wapi Kenya nimekutuma? Surely nakutuma body splash unaenda kuniletea air freshener surely. Kichwa chako ni mzuri.
Duka ilikuwa imejaa. Duka ile imejaa.
Ati?
Duka ilikuwa imejaa.
Duka ilikuwa imejaa. Alafu ukasahau Kenya nilikutuma. Shida yako ni gani?
Mata inanuka vizuri.
Inanuka vizuri, hii kitu ni ya hizi kitu si ni ya choo. Si kitu ni ya choo surely. Ama wewe mwenyewe huwezi ona. Ama nakukalia nini? Nimekutuma body splash umeenda kuniletea air freshener.
Ile ilikuwa sema bora inanuka.
Hiyo ni pesa ngapi? Ni pesa ngapi? Receipt iko wapi? Najua umetupa, si ndio? Change iko wapi? Surely 20 bob, 20 bob surely 20.
Ndio check.
20 na nilikupatia tao.
Amesema hiyo imebaki.
Hii ndio imebaki. Hizo zingine ziko wapi?
Wacha nipate.
Nikufanyie nini wewe? Nikufanyie nini? Niambie tu the best punishment yenye naweza kukufanyia leo.
Endelea kunipenda.
Nakupenda ukinifanyia hizi vituko kweli.
Ni vituko. Ni vituko.
Ni vituko. Kwa hivyo wewe ni
mwigizaji.
So umekuja kwa maisha yangu unitese na uniigize, si ndio? Nguvu za giza. Umekuja kuigiza. Yo God. Unataka aje sasa?
Ingia.
Sasa hii kitu utaifanyia nini? Umeona hata kama ina splash.
Kuna kidogo.
Kwa hivyo wewe ndio utaipaka.
Sawa.
Pesa yangu ndio utanipatia leo. Juu kila siku unarudi tu hapa na nini? Hauna receipt, unaniletea 20 bob. 20 bob ndafanyia nini? Kwanza uje tunafaa kuleta shopping.
Ni tax. Ongeza tax.
So yours are skits. You know, they're like short skits. Ambazo it's like a conversation on how things happen sometimes on ground. Yeah. So like for your particular one ambayo tumeiona. By the way, who's that behind the camera? Is that your wife?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's an amazing lady by the name Just Salet. Mnaweza muangalia pale TikTok pia. Tunafanya naye kazi, anafanya kazi poa sana. Yes.
So hizi skits like kama hiyo ilikuwa inspired na nini? Like wewe unakaaje una decide okay, wacha leo nifanye kuhusu nimetumwa body splash, nimeleta air freshener.
Yeah, easy story. Actually nakanga tu chini naangalia in a family setup ni vitu gani uletanga shida. Unajua sometimes unapatanga ukipata familia yenye mwanaume hana pesa na wife akona do, unapata natumwa vitu kama hizo. So sisi kama wanaume
nasema wale wana pesa ndio wanatumwa.
Kama una pesa lazima utumwe. Usipojituma unatumwa. So ukitumwa si kama wanaume hatujuangi vitu zingine vizuri. So unaweza kama umetumwa perfume umerudi na air freshener. So hapo ndio tunatoanga hizo idea from that.
Yeah. When exactly did you start? When exactly did you decide sasa hii ndo style ya content ambayo nitafanya? Kwa sababu siku hizi content creation is big. So mtu akitaka kuingia kwenye content creation, you have to sit down and think about okay, nataka kuingia content creation side gani? Nikiingia nitafanya content gani ambayo maybe itakuwa relatable ama you know, so where did you start yourself?
Me, I started content creation back in 2016. And nimekuja nikakuwa serious from 2020 corona. So from 2020 I've been doing different characters. Actually hii ndio nilikuja kupick sana.
Also you are doing different?
Yes, I've been doing different content. Hata ukiangalia on my page, you will see different characters, same person but different characters. But sasa hii ilikuja ikashika sana. Yeah, so you know, we as content creators, we as creatives, each and every day unakaa chini unajiuliza what should I bring to the market, kitu new yenye watu wanaweza penda. And nashukuru Mungu hii ilishika. Yes.
So ulikuwa una try to vitu tofauti, like you have this character and then you do this other one and then this other one. So what made you decide to now stick with this one? Ni ulifanya hii and then probably
ikapik watu wakaipenda sana.
Yeah, ikago viral.
Yes, alafu it has a lot. Iko na vitu mingi, unajua family setup iko na vitu mingi tunaweza ongelelea. So nilisema if hii ndio inawafurahisha, wacha niwapatie. Yes.
Na so far unaweza sema
inaendelea vizuri sana. Kenyans are supporting, actually even outside Kenya tunapata support bigi sana, but Kenyans are supporting our content so much. Na tunashukuru.
You started in 2016, became serious with it in 2020. Found your niche, ukaamua sasa mimi I'll be a family man. And then now from there sasa unaweza sema lini ndio ilitake hiyo nini ya kwanza kupick, you know, that content yenye so ilipick ukajua okay, now we're headed somewhere. How long did it take for you to get that first one that picked?
Actually wacha nikurudishe nyuma kidogo. Nimefanya content mingi zenye zimetrend. I have a lot of content zenye zimetrend sana, ni vile nikivaa hiyo costume ndio utajua ni mimi. So nimekuwa nikitrend, but hii ilinibamba sana because haina mambo mengi. It's only me and the madam. Tuko sawa. But the other ones unajua lazima consider production, everything. But this one it's simple and it's working very nice.
How would you say the world of content creation is for someone who uliingia content creation mapema before hata COVID ulikuwa already kwa content creation? Unajua COVID ndo ni kama ilifanya watu wakajua sasa okay, content creation is a thing. So how would you say content creation is?
Content creation actually is a good platform for those who have talent, because it's the only platform yenye mtu atakuuliza CV, mtu atakuuliza papers.
True.
It's only whatever God put in you, showcase it, watu wataipenda na hivyo ndo utainuka, but it's not easy vile watu wanafikiria. Content creation inahitaji patience, inahitaji a lot of hard work, inahitaji a lot of networking, a lot of research. Yes, because watu wanafanya content creation hapo unaona kina Crazy Kena, kina Flacco, so many amazing people doing good work. So we pia lazima ukuje na whatever will put you into the rank yenye wase wako, ama even into the global. Because we are not doing only content for Kenyans, we are doing content for everyone. Mwenye anaweza nisikiza, maybe nikiongea na Kiswahili ama ni Kizungu. Yeah.
Okay. Unique, kuna nyingine? Tucheze nyingine moja?
Yeah.
Okay, let's play one more before we finish this interview.
Tunaongea, niambie.
Niko na idea fulani.
Uko sangi idea.
Nilikuwa nataka uni support.
Unataka aje?
Kuna a very massive very quadrilateral idea.
My learned babe from Stanford Bridge.
Yes, babe.
Talk to me.
Yes, my lord.
Niambie baba.
Kwa nasema if you can help me with 50,000 Kenya shillings.
Umekuja ku withdraw.
Bana babe.
Unataka kufanyia nini?
I have a business plan.
Very good.
Yes. Yeah.
Very bright man with a bright future.
I want to change our life.
Leo ndo unataka kuchange our lives.
Yes, I want us to live a better life.
Juu yenye tuna live.
We can go further.
Yeah, niambie.
So I only need 50,000 to start. Yes.
Ni nini yenye unataka kustart? Unajua mimi bado hujaniambia kitu yenye iko reasonable.
I want as is a business that can change the economy.
Economy tena si our lives.
Yes, it's a economy. As in it's our life is in the economy.
Yeah. Ni about what?
It's about investment.
Ni sawa ni kuinvest, bado ni biashara. Niambie. Yes. Ni ya kufanya nini?
Ku open a business idea.
Si ni sawa uniambie business ni nini wewe?
As ni Brian ndio akona hiyo idea but amesema nikuje na 50.
Tena ni Brian.
Amesema is legit babe, ni legit.
Yeah. Si ni wewe ndio juzi. Si kitambo hapa tu juzi. Ulinikujia na investment idea, business idea. Very very legit. Nikakupatia 200,000 Kenya shilling.
Ulisema
na ukapotea, ukarudi ukaniambia ulikuwa abducted. That's after 8 days.
But babe, si ulinipatia ni yangu.
Tena ni yako. Si ilikuwa hiyo idea yenye ulikuwa umekuja nayo? Idea za Brian kukuja unitoanishe mrudi mserereke na hiyo.
Walipostpone.
Leo unataka 50,000 ya kupotea siku ngapi?
Utajua nikifika huko.
Kwa hivyo ni 50,000 unachukua bado unaenda?
Hapana babe.
Ni aya, niambie mnaenda wapi?
To think about the business.
Kwa hivyo hii 50,000 ni ya kufanya nini haswa?
Transport.
While you're watching it, pia wewe unacheka.
Yeah.
Sisi tukicheka.
Yeah.
So you also find yourself funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I find myself funny most of the time. Mi ucheka hata kama naoga kwa bafu peke yangu. You just think of something, I'm like, hii ni hatari.
Yeah. So ndo sasa tuseme kama hiyo ambayo tumeona, that content, that particular one.
Yes.
Do you take a number of takes while doing it? In between kuna time una feel okay, umecheka, so we start again.
I think when we start ilikuwa a bit challenging, but sahi tukisha kuja tu to brief, we just roll it. Yeah.
So you don't do takes?
No, we don't do takes. Because ukicheka sana haitakuwa fiti. So hili uifanye alafu uicheke ukiona.
So what are you looking at in the future now, in the long run?
Yeah.
Unataka MC Exodus, the comedian, akuwe wapi?
MC Exodus, the comedian, whatever I want as from now is just a collaboration with our brothers. Wenye wanafanya huwa tuko now in the same field, akina Crazy Ken have mentioned, akina Flaco. Kama tunaweza kuja pamoja as Kenyan creatives and see how we can take Kenyan content to another level. Actually itakuwa fiti sana. Sorry to mention, umeona like Nigerians comedians, they come together, most of the superstars wanakuja pamoja, they do amazing work, wana post pali inaenda global. So that is what we are supposed to embrace as Kenyan content creators. We should start coming together, tuone akina Hilaria Saura, akina Masha, wanakuja pamoja, create something to sell, because we are here to take Kenyan content outside. We are not here to compete among ourselves.
Very true.
So let's uone potential ya mtu, nione potential yako, tuone tukishikana na wewe, where can we take our content? For example, right now tuko na a channel actually online inaitwa Africa Transformation Digital Media, where we are tuna transform artists, tunajaribu kuleta wasanii wadogo ambao bado wajapata numbers, tukue nao pamoja, tuone vile tunaweza inuana. So if our creatives wale ambao wameenda mbele zetu au wazito pia kama wanaweza embrace au si wanatoka chini, at least tutaenda mbali, because au si wanatoka chini wako na good content but sometimes ni platform. So kama tunaweza pata wase wakubwa wanaweza kuja chini hapa waone vile wanaweza work na wase wa chini, tuinue content, itakuwa poa sana.
Yeah.
Yes.
And content creation pays.
Yeah.
It pays.
It pays. It pays. Content creation pays.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
100% content creation pays. Yes, but before it pays, you have to pay. Before it pays, you have to pay.
You have to pay.
It means that so many things
work.
you have to do. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming through to the show today.
Yes,
maybe
cool,
if you have any other maybe final words that you'd love to mention out there as you tell people your social media handles, wale ambao wamekuona leo hapa for the first time and they would love to maybe follow you and get to keep up with the content that you give. So just sell yourself, bro.
Okay, let me start by talking to specific people. Wale wanaanza chini. Mimi nikianza nilianza kwa church. I used to act in church and hiyo ndio ilinipatia platform for the first time. So get somewhere that unaweza practice your talent. Na big up sana wasi wangu wa Joel's Company. Unajua wana watch. Another number 2 is to all youths ambayo wako hapa nje, let's embrace collaboration. Because without collaboration hatutaenda mbali. Ukijaribu kupush peke yako uta take long. But ukitafuta wase wenye wanafanya the same thing, mkuwe nao pamoja, tutaenda mbali. Number 3 nikimalizia, I want to talk to Kenyans. Sisi ni watoto wenyu, tumezaliwa hapa Kenya. The only support we want is subscribe to our platforms, mtu support. I was actually talking to other creative, tukasema if you can only get 1 million Kenyans, 1 million Kenyans wenye wanaweza support wasanii wa Kenya pekee kusubscribe tu kwa all our platform. Ukiwa msanii tu usubscribe 1 million, tutakuwa create a lot of job opportunities. Hatutakuwa tunasumbua serikali na sijui nini, tutakuwa create job mingi sana. So we were born in Kenya and we want to take Kenyan content to the international standard. So Kenyans, support us. To my social media handles, TikTok MC Exodus, IG MC Exodus, YouTube MC Exodus Comedy, IG MC Exodus, vile nimesema Facebook MC Exodus.
Kila mahali.
Jina moja tu hivyo.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming and all the best in your content.
Asante sana.
All right, this is where we finish off with MC Exodus. Be sure to go check him out on his social media handles. As he said, if we get to support each other, then we go further. So make sure you do that. Don't go too far. We'll be back with yet another interview in a moment.
Mimi shida zangu zote hapa ndani ya hii nyumba, chanzo chake ni nani? Si ni wewe?
Utachekwa. Yote hayo najua.
Yaani nyanya, sikujua unampenda Karembo kiasi hicho. Ingekuwa ni mimi ungenidekeza. Mwenda hapo. Haifai kuonekana mkizunguka ovyo ovyo hapa kisiwani mpaka tujue kesi isha vipi.
Karembo wangu. Karembo, wewe ni wangu. Na sina mpenzi mwingine usipokuwa wewe.
Tamu.
Wellness is important in our daily lives so that instead of just surviving, we should be thriving.
Ways to prevent a stroke or heart attack is for you to know what conditions you have by regular checkup. People don't know they have hypertension. They don't know they have diabetes.
I was pre-diabetic. I was afraid of getting lifestyle diseases because I come from a family that has lifestyle diseases.
How do you know if your cough is due to a serious condition? We'll have some answers. Stay well
and strive to make every day a healthy day.
Differently. What Elizabeth dismissed as a headache and dizziness later on turned to paralysis.
Nilishikwa tu na kizunguzungu. Nilikuwa njiani nikienda kazi. Saa vile nilishindwa kwenda nilirudi. ikakuanika ilianza kukosa kuona.
Nilitumia scratches for a while juu ya hiyo undu ili wakati nilikatwa niliambiwa nikae for some time.
When people lose a limb due to accidents or other reasons, we give them a new limb so they can walk again.
'Cause we're differently able.
That's such a beautiful, beautiful song. And I'm seated right next to the young girl who's actually sang that song. She has a beautiful voice. I'll ask her to sing for us a cappella bila sisi kusikiza ya unique. Her name is Renique Jemima. She is a gospel artist coming all the way from the land of Matoke. That is Uganda. Hi, Renique.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Is this your first time in Kenya?
Yes.
What do you love about Kenya so far?
No, it is my second time.
It's your second time.
Yeah.
What do you love about this country of ours so far?
I love the people of Kenya. They are so welcoming, and of course the roads, they are good.
Oh, our roads are good.
Yes.
Yes, they are. I don't want to ask you about the roads in Uganda. We're here to speak about your music.
Yeah.
So you are, how old are you? You're 13?
Yeah, I'm 13 years old.
Wow, 13 years old. Can I allow you to just introduce yourself the way you'd want to be introduced, yeah? This is your camera. Just tell people who Renique is.
Hi everyone watching me. My name is Renique Jemima the Dreamer. I'm a gospel artist, guitarist, and a dancer, and of course, a minister.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You're also a guitarist. I didn't know that about you. You play the guitar?
Yeah, I
When
play
did you
the
learn
guitar.
how to play the guitar?
In 2020.
In 2020.
Yeah.
So you're 13 years old. You
Yes.
started singing while you were around 9 years old.
Yeah, in 2020.
In
yeah.
2020. Just tell me about you starting to sing and you knowing that, okay, I love this thing called singing. When did you first realize that I know how to sing, I love how to sing? Just give me that story.
I started singing in 2020. There's a man, he's a TV presenter and also a content creator. He's called Alan Cruz. I did a video and then I put it on TikTok. Then he saw it, he came at home. He did a video with me. Then it started going viral. That's when I started doing music and going to the studio, doing videos, yeah.
Yeah. So while you were 9, you went viral because of your singing.
Yeah, he posted me and he's famous in Uganda.
Yeah. Could you sing for us the song that you sang? Just a bit, just maybe 3 lines.
Sinza kwe mukama manye byange ngulumiza kwe omulwanyi wange wotalimbuza mukama zinandibaddewa otula muzi chimanyi nompanguza.
Wow. You have such a nice voice.
Thank
Like your
you.
voice is so natural.
Thank
Unique usishangai, wewe ulikuwa unafanya nini ukiwa 9 years old?
Mpararo.
Eh?
Dufu
Dufo Mpararo.
Aha.
Wewe ulikuwa uko kwa Dufo Mpararo?
Mbaya sana.
Sasa ona. Sasa ona na saizi ungekuwa. Wow. So, okay, have you gone to music school? Have you been maybe vocal training and all that? Because your voice is coming out so naturally, like you know how to control your voice and all. So have you gone through any training?
Yeah, I used to do vocal training. I go early in the morning, I train. Yes.
Yeah, so you had a teacher who...
Yes, I had a teacher. He's called Mike Beats.
Is it something you still do? Are you still training?
No.
Now you are a superstar.
But still I train.
Yeah.
Maybe I can go to church, I sing alone, do some vocal training.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you love most about what you do, which is singing? What do you love most about singing?
I love it because I get to preach the word of God and more people to know God. And of course, friends. I get friends, I get more friends.
So what grade are you in? Do you, okay, I don't know your education system in Uganda, if you call them grades or you call them class. So where
in Uganda we say primary 7, primary
Okay.
6. So I'm in primary 6.
You're in primary 6.
That's the stage when you're done with P7, you go to secondary.
Oh, so after primary 6, you go to primary 7, and then
Yes.
you join secondary school.
Yes.
Okay. So how is it like for you in school with your fellow children? Because now they know you as this singer who's, you know, who has her own music, you know, who's played on television, who goes to do interviews. You're doing a media tour in Kenya right now. You went for a media tour in Rwanda. I mean, you're a superstar. So how is it like for your fellow children when you're in school?
At school, I'm just a normal student. I'm not a superstar. Because at school, the main mission is to learn.
Yeah.
So I don't become a superstar at school.
Yeah.
Maybe when I reach on stage, that's when I can say that I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have your fellow, maybe friends ask you, you know, maybe during break time when you're in school, could you sing for us? Could you? They normally don't bother you.
Yeah,
with that.
maybe break time and lunch time when we are out of class, that's when they can be like, Renek, sing for us, Renek, do this. And of course I can't refuse. Yes.
Because it's something you also love doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your goal? Are you planning on being a musician, or is there something else you want to do with your life maybe when you grow up? You know, when you were younger, there's this question we always got to be asked, that is, what do you want to be when you grow up? So let me switch it to you. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a lawyer.
Oh, a lawyer who sings. That's interesting,
I want to be a lawyer, and of course I want to see myself on big stadiums, worshiping the name of God, preaching the word of God, traveling nations from Uganda to USA to Kenya, everywhere around the world.
Yeah. What's your favorite subject in school?
SST.
SST ni gani? Social studies.
Yes.
Okay. That's social studies. That's your favorite. Okay, now let's talk about music. You know, do you write your own songs?
No, I have a writer.
So you have someone who writes the songs for you, and then just take me through the process of you recording, get to the point where you've recorded a song. So you have a writer who thinks about the idea of the song. Just take me through that.
I have a writer. He writes my songs. So I have many writers. I have Exo, I have Mike Beats, and I have many. So when they write the song, we go to the studio. Sometimes we have those challenges, as in, here you've lost the key, here you've what, but still, I keep on doing it till the song is done. Yeah.
The first song you recorded was which particular one?
It's called Dream. It's about a dream, believing in yourself. I can give you a sample.
For sure. Your voice, we always ready to hear it. So yeah.
Dreamers like you and I never give up, They look for opportunities in a problem to make dreams a reality. Yeah. I will never give up. I will always rise up one step to another. I know I'll be there someday. A dream like no any other dreams. And in a chiroto, ninganga Yusufu. Yeah, now only night chiloto. A dream like no any other dream. Tasulanga chiloto chonga chinene. Next kirira.
Amazing. That's really
Thank
nice.
you.
So that's the first song you ever recorded.
Yeah.
This was in 2020?
Yeah, it was in 2020.
Okay, so far how many songs do you have at 13 years old?
So far I have 12 songs by the grace of God. Yes.
Yeah. Are you planning on working on an album or something of the
Yes,
sort? Yeah?
yes, of course I want to do more music.
Yeah. You've done a song with Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel in Kenya is, I stand corrected, but the biggest gospel artist we have at the moment right now. He is the biggest gospel artist in Kenya. So how did you get that interview with Guardian Angel? Not interview, song. That collaboration, that's the name.
DJ Martin connected me to Guardian Angel because he's my friend and we used to talk. So
With Guardian Angel?
No, with DJ Martin.
Okay.
So then he connected us to Guardian Angel. Because I used to see his music and his music blesses me so much. There's this song of his, Nitakuwa wa kwanza kubadili hali ya familia yangu. Yeah. Tena niwe wa kwanza kuinua maisha ya familia yangu. I like that song so
Do you know the meaning of the song? Because you don't understand Swahili.
I just like the song.
Okay, but the meaning is so powerful. So yeah. So now you got to meet Guardian Angel.
Yes.
And then you have this song together. The song is called Happy.
Yeah,
Tell me
Happy.
about Happy. What is Happy about?
Happy is about the happiness that God has given us, because many people have not managed to reach where we are, but the grace of God has helped us to be here. So we are so happy that He has taken all the shame, He has taken all the pain. That's why we are all happy. Yeah.
For those who would love to go check out that song, of course our DJ will play it, but where do they get it on, on the different streaming platforms, and also let them know where to find you on social media?
You can find the song on YouTube or Spotify. It's called Happy. You can search either Renick Jemima or Guardian Angel, you'll find the song. And I use Renick Jemima. You can find me on all social media platforms. I'm there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to teach me one Ugandan saying or word, just one thing that I can say. This one I was taught by Renick Jemima. Just one thing in Ugandan as we finish.
Mbagalanyo.
Mbagalanyo, which
Yes.
means?
It means I love you so much.
Oh, Mbagalanyo.
Yes.
Do you know how to say that in Swahili?
Nawapenda.
Yeah, amazing. So introduce Happy to us. Just sing it a bit and then the DJ will play it as you say goodbye to the people as well.
Oh my God, I feel so happy, so happy. He has taken all my pain. I am so happy. Oh my God, I feel so blessed, so blessed. He has taken all my shame. I am so blessed. Oh my, misijaona upendo kama huu. My, misijaona upendo kama huu. Kujeni muone vile amenitenda Yesu, amenipa furaha. I am so happy.
Kufanananga kubitwe manto lyokomanye tindi mulokole yomina weza piga looks fit ni kaibula ina bado tuniwe mulokole ebyo byachuka sisole biwemeza komanda ati twachusa ibyo kusiuko bibyada ebiponye seru myajoka osanga kupiti na mpuga takataka rutine kiwa munenyuma sasa musanga kuloka waitemeza wajijise soda Coca Coca na Fanta Tetulina musango abali mu Yesu banange Coach do upon this oh yeah, the boy now you run a single, oh yeah, Coach, do upon this, I'm oh yeah. Nasingo oye Supala nanga bareria oye Yoshinare ngegi yanto oye Kare bayan almuge oye Ledege yamanyangilai oye Sigalia nanga naisara oye Gila yo mama ngarigo oye
And right now we are taking you all the way to Maasai land, kule Samburu, pale nini. Yes, we have the one and only Saningo right here in studio with us. Amekuja amevalia outfit ya Kimasai. Mambo vipi?
Poa sana.
Uko fiti kabisa?
I'm so good, I'm so good.
Where are you coming from? Is it Samburu?
Yeah, Samburu, Maralal.
Kwa hivyo sijakosea. Umetoka Samburu, Maralal.
Yes.
Sema Maralal. Si Marara, Maralal.
Wacha tuseme Mara. Yo lalo unaweza malizia.
Kwa wale ambao wanakuona mara ya kwanza unaweza introduce uambie wewe ni nani?
Kwa majina naitwa Saningo Dimero kutoka Samburu County. Mimi ni msanii kutoka huko. Nafanya music ya Ma flavor. Yes. Ma is a language spoken by Maasai, Samburu, Jams and Dorobo. So tunafanya music ya Ma.
So your music, your genre of music inaitwa Ma flavor.
Ma flavor, yeah.
Ma flavor.
Yes.
Nice. So kabla tuingie kuongelelea muziki, pengine unaweza nielezea the outfit you have on. Iko na meaning?
This is who am I. Mimi sasa, this is how we dress at home. This ni venye mimi niko sasa.
Hivyo ndo venye uko.
Yes.
This is how you dress back home.
Back home.
Hii
ni dress code yetu.
Hiyo ndo dress code yenu.
Okay,
so muziki, wewe uliingia katika muziki lini? Nini ilifanya uingie katika muziki?
Nilijua niko na talent back in the days when I was in primary school. Nikaanza kuimba, so nilikuwa naimba ngoma ya watu wengine, music ya watu wengine. I used to sing na maboys wangu na waimbia muziki ya watu wengine. So nikaanza hivyo pole pole mpaka siku moja nikaandika my own music, nikaingia kwa studio and record.
Yeah. Hiyo ilikuwa lini? When you decided now sasa naandika muziki yangu, simbi za wengine.
So that was 2016.
2016.
Yes.
Ndio uliandika muziki yako ya kwanza?
Ya kwanza, my own song.
Ndio ukaingia ukarecord?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alafu pia huko Samburu haikuwa na studio, so I had to come to Nairobi. Yeah, kutafuta studio.
Wow.
Yeah.
So wewe ulikuwa determined, ulikuwa unajua sasa nataka niwe mwimbaji, nataka niingie katika ulingo wa uimbaji kabisa. Kwa hivyo ukasema hata kama Samburu probably hatuna studio, lazima nitafute studio.
Yes.
Ukakuja Nairobi ukarecord.
Nikakuja Nairobi, nikatafuta studio, nikapatana na mabesti wangu wakanionyesha mahali studio iko. My first time nikaingia studio, so I had to nika-record my own my first song.
So hiyo nyimbo yako ya kwanza ilikuwa kuhusu nini?
Actually ilikuwa gospel song.
Yeah. Okay. So alafu ukaswitch, ukaacha kufanya gospel.
Yeah,
kwa sababu gani?
Actually ile mimi nafanya love songs. Na ukiangalia love iko kila mahali. Hata kwa Biblia kuna love, so
wanasema God is love.
Yeah, God is love. So love is a good thing. So nafanya love songs.
Yeah. Lakini ulianza na gospel.
Nilianza na gospel.
Hiyo moja peke yake ndio ilikuwa gospel ama ulifanya bado gospel
zingine? My first
zingine?
song ya gospel nilikuwa naandikia kuna kwaya ya nyumbani. So nikapata best yangu alikuwa kwa kwaya ya gospel, nikamwambia niko na ngoma nataka niwape. So ilikuwa niwape. But ikahappen na hawakuchukua hiyo ngoma. Alafu mimi sasa siku ile niliingia studio mara ya kwanza nilikuwa na hiyo song ya gospel ndo nika-record that song.
Yeah. So from hapo now ukaanza kufanya your love songs. Unaweza sema Samburu ama in the Ma culture, muziki ni kitu ambayo imekuwa embrace. Muziki ni kitu ambayo watu wanafuatilia, muziki ni kitu ambayo watu wanapenda.
Yes, saizi yes, kwa sababu wasanii wamegrow. Kwa hivyo saizi music is kwa Ma culture wana impress kabisa, kwa sababu we sing something ina promote culture yetu. So unajua Maasai sisi tunapenda our own culture, so
sana.
Yes, so tukiwa na muziki yetu pia ni kitu it's good.
Yeah. So I'm sure most people hawajui Ma artists wengi. Lakini it's a whole culture, like there's a whole industry huko. Kuna industry ya muziki kule Samburu and around those areas zote. Wewe kama mtu ambaye uko katika hiyo ninio, uko katika uimbaji and you sing from that end, from that side. Unaweza sema it's a whole industry huko tu. Inaweza semekana it's an industry.
Yes. As in
yani kuna waimbaji wengi wa Kimasai.
Yes. Wako saizi wa Maasai sisi tumeanza kuimba Ma flavor. That's why tuko na our own music inaitwa Ma flavor. Nilikwambia Ma is a language. So we sing, kuna Maasai, kuna Samburu, Narok na Kajiado. But wote tunaongea Ma is a language. So that's why saizi wasanii wamegrow wako wengi sana. So our culture is so rich, and so our music is so rich too.
Your culture is always so rich. I mean, if there's a tribe or a people in this country that have really kept their culture, ni the Maasai. You've been able to just keep your culture. Unajua, wengine wetu tulisahau culture zetu nini, tuko tu, lakini for you guys mume keep your culture and it's good. So kama muziki ambayo tumeingia nayo kiimba, waweza kunieleza inaitwaje na what are you talking about in that song?
Okay, that song is inaitwa Super. Super ni hi, habari, hi. Ukienda huko kwetu, unaambia tu mtu super. That's nikusema habari yako. So Super is a song nimeimba ina mean vitu mingi sana. The beauty of our culture, the beauty of our places, the mountains. Na wanyama wetu, yani it's all about our culture. And our high super.
So Suba. If I meet any Maasai, I tell them Suba. Na wasalimia.
Yes.
Alafu najibu Suba.
Yes, anajibu pia super.
So Suba.
Super.
So wakati ambao unaandika muziki wako, like what inspires you? nini huwa inakuinspire kuandika? And ukiandika like unaangalia surroundings zako ama nini inakuinspire?
Yes, zile vitu inani-inspire sana kwa music ni unajua mimi culture yetu naangalia our culture yetu pia. I sing about that. And it comes to love. Huwa tunafanya na unajua friends, unajua stories. Msanii unachukua story kutoka kwa mtu. Yeah, something your friend is going through, something your people are going through, so you change that into a song.
Yeah. Okay. Unique?
Mimi sina swali but nataka nifunze. Unaona hiyo dance ya Maasai ya kuruka. I've been trying that dance for the rest of my life.
For all your life umekuwa ukijaribu.
Imagine. But I don't know, sijui how does it go?
Sorry?
The dance style of your dance style.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unataka kumuonyesha? Si unafanya ukifunza
shingo tu unapeleka. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just you move your neck.
Yeah, your neck.
Na pia mwili inasonga.
Peleka hivyo.
Umeshika kweli ama?
Nikitambo song hiyo shingo
inatembea sana.
Anasema kitambo song ishe
shingo itakuwa imeuma bana.
Haiwezi uma, si ndio?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So sasa wewe katika muziki, maybe what is your goal? Unataka muziki yako iweze kufika wapi?
Kuna msanii mmoja napendanga sana namfuatilia. Anaitwa Steve Kekana. He's a guy from South Africa. Na actually najua ngoma yake inaitwa kuna I love you Africa, I love you Africa. That guy ameimba na lugha yao. But the song is hitting worldwide. So mimi siku moja nataka tu the Ma language isikike dunia mzima.
Yeah.
One day through music.
Yeah. And you know, I keep saying this, the thing with music, haina boundaries.
Yes.
Haina kabila. Mziki ni mziki tu. You know, I can listen to a song ambayo hata sielewi wanasema nini, but as long as unaifeel, it's all about the feeling that music gives you.
Yeah.
Kwa hiyo wewe ukitoa mziki, ni feeling gani unataka mtu apate?
Nataka you know music. Unajua labda uko kwa nyumba umetulia and music to change your own life. Yeah. Moods ina change mood nini. Yeah.
Unataka mtu akisikiza nyimbo yako palipopote ambapo yuko mood yake i-change. Kama alikuwa ana feel sad, kama alikuwa
I feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in this world, man, we are living today, tomorrow we are gone, so we must be happy.
Don't know about tomorrow, yeah, for real. So you need to be happy.
Yeah.
When you're present, just make your life
yeah.
You know, make your life feel good for yourself. You know, just be happy. Aya, tukimaliza pengine, what song are you promoting right now?
I'm promoting the song inaitwa Ajiti. That's my new song.
Ajiti.
Ajiti is my new song. And also by Friday, nitakuwa na release the other version of this song, violin version. So Friday itakuwa kwa YouTube. So guys,
yeah. So Ajiti inamaanisha?
Ajiti inamaanisha uko wapi. Yeah, where are you?
Ajiti.
Ajiti. Uko wapi. Yeah. Aji ni wapi, iti are you.
Yes. So Ajiti.
Ajiti. So like uko wapi? I miss you so much. I want to see you.
Umeimbia mpenzi wako, unamuuliza where are you?
Where are you?
Yeah. Okay. Tell people where to find the song on YouTube, what I search VP, so that they can also now just keep following up on you.
Yes.
Uambie kama kwa social media jina.
Please guys, follow Saningo Dimero. Saningo Dimero. Social Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Saningo Dimero. Yeah, that's muziki yangu utapata hapo.
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
Wish you all the best in your music.
Yes.
Na tuna hope pia tutaendelea kuja huku pia. When you have a new release, you come and let us know about
KBC. Thank you so much guys. We love you so much. And
awesome. Sasa DJ tucheze Ajiti. Yani uko wapi? Yeah, uko uko wapi. The DJ will play that song and then we'll come back to finish off. And remember, Unique promise atakuwa ananifunza something on the decks every single Thursday. So tukirudi ujipange unanifunza nini?
Ready.
All right. Ajiti by Samingo. Oh, we're back on air. All right, we should be finishing, but sasa producer siwache nifunzwe. Director, nifunzwe something on the decks. Nifunzwe just something on the decks. Unique.
Yes.
What are you showing me today?
Now, today I want to show you how to balance BPM before you drop another song.
BPM najua.
BPM, beats per minute.
Very well.
Yes. So before you drop those songs, una make sure zime balance, ziko the same. Kama ni 110, zote ziko 110 before you. So the feature to balance it ni hii inaitwa tempo.
Tempo.
So ukiona hii iko 118 na hii iko tuseme kama 119, so you balance with
that.
So una make sure iko
118 unahakikisha zote
ziko the same.
Yeah.
Ndo drop.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I've learned today. Unaangalia BPM
of the song before you
balance
drop it.
them.
Yes.
So hapa na pale hizi hazijaandikwa numbers, so unaangalilia pale.
Numbers ziko huko. So you balance them ukiona ziko the same.
So can I try balancing this? Okay. That's 17, 16, 17, 18.
Good.
So BPM ya hizi ngoma ni 118.
118. Yeah. So the moment unapata iko the same, now you can introduce another song.
Okay.
Yes. So ukiintroduce the another song kama ziko the same hazitagongana.
Oh, no wonder saa zingine unasikizanga DJ wengine unasikia wamegonganisha muziki. Ni BPM.
BPM.
Now I know. Tako, DJ angalia BPM yako, umegonganisha muziki. All right, very well, thank you. So you just play.
Then from there now this one is the one that is playing.
Okay.
So now you after you've already balanced the BPM, then you introduce another song.
All right.
Yes.
We learn something new every day, and we've decided on Entertainment Thursday, I will be learning the decks every single Thursday. So tuna learn pamoja. Lakini sasa, okay, next time tahakikisha pia nyinyi mmelearn, but at least we've learned that you need to balance the BPM so that you don't
gonganisha mangoma.
Usigonganishe manyimbo, zinaingia seamlessly one after the other. Thank you so much for joining us right here on Entertainment Thursday. Remember, we do this each and every Thursday beginning from 6:30 a.m. up till 10 or around 9:48, 9:52, thereabout, every Thursday. And it's always a pleasure to have you guys joining in. We've had an amazing show today. Our guests were, diverse, from modeling to the Maasai culture to
content creation.
Yes, content creation and comedy, to that young girl from Uganda who has an angelic voice. I hope that you have enjoyed yourselves just as much as we have right here. My name is Vivian Dagwa.
Unique the DJ. Na kama unataka kulearn DJing stuff, so make sure unanifollow na unanitafuta pale kwa mtandao. Au sio?
Au sio.
Yes.
Ndo manake. All right. We say goodbye right now, so See you next week on Thursday, God willing. Goodbye. Do enjoy the rest of your viewing. Nafinya hapa.
Chapa wakaniumiza. Hata grandsons wake ndo walikuwa anasema, "Auntie amefanya nini, msamee, usimchape."
Wacha huyu msichana atwangwe. Wacha kung'utwe. Wacha kung'utwe.
Unasema nilikuwa nimekuajiri kazi.
Ndio.
Ninaishi wapi?
Tunaishi Kilelesho.
Kweli?
Ndio.
Kwani kuna Kilelesho wangapi? Mimi simjui. 3 years.
Yes, 3 years.
Wacha hajui where she was living.
Najui barabara inaitwa.
Najui barabara inaitwa. Wewe.
Makalio ikaumia.
Na mkamfukuza usiku.
Ni riso na boda.
Iko hapa kama ex.
Leta hiyo makalio tuone.
Umemaliza maswali?
Umemaliza swali.
Kwa wapi tukichapa?
Nilikuwa kwa mliango nikakuja kusaidia, mkaniambia you will be in the mix. Mimi nikawacha.
Ati
nitakuwa kwa mix. Yaani watanichapa pia au.
Tuendelee?
Yes, obviously left me back.
Kuuliza nini?
Ameniuliza kama huyo msichana anampenda yeye mheshimiwa.
يا حي لا يموت بدعي بصوت وسكون.
Barakatun nikah aisaru hunna mihna. Baraka ni kambo kwamba iko na baraka kushinda zote, ni ile ambapo kwamba inakuwa yenye kutumia ama inakuwa ina matumizi ambapo kwamba ni madogo sana. Subhanallah, kuna baadhi ya watu wanamwambia au wanasema bwana, mimi sina gharama bwana.
Mojawapo ya manufaa ya kuwa katika nikah ni kuepushwa na dhambi ya zinaa, ambayo dhambi hii huleta umaskini. Dhambi hii pia huleta ufukara na pia huweza kuleta ugonjwa ama magonjwa yasiyoweza kutibika na magonjwa ya aibu.
Off the Sanriku coast of Miyagi, two great ocean currents meet. The nutrient-rich Oyashio and Kuroshio currents make this one of the world's 3 most fertile fishing grounds. For 40 years, Goto Kiyohiro has cultivated oysters in the Tokura district of Minami Sanriku. The method used here is to suspend the growing oysters on lines attached to rafts. Oysters feed on plankton carried by the ocean currents. The nutrient-dense waters off Tokura produce some of Japan's best oysters. They'll keep getting tastier and reach their best in February or March. At one time, this bay was overcrowded with rafts as farmers kept trying to increase production. But the result was that the oysters didn't thrive and production actually declined. The sea here was becoming drained of nutrients, and the oysters weren't getting enough nourishment to grow properly. The reputation of our oysters got worse and worse, and even reached the point where buyers were saying they just didn't want Tokura oysters anymore. Goto grew more and more concerned about the deterioration of the marine environment. And then in 2011, the Great East Japan earthquake hit this coast. The tsunami devastated the area, sweeping all the oyster farms out to sea. Goto lost his house as well as all his oyster growing gear. Looking at the now empty sea, he came to a decision. When you've lost everything, you are left with a blank slate. This gives you the freedom to come up with new ways to do things. Goto proposed that the Tokura oyster farmers drastically limit the number of their rafts. The goal was to reduce the burden on the environment and achieve sustainable production. The other farmers agreed and replaced the 1,000 rafts lost to the tsunami with less than 300. With fewer rafts, each oyster could now get all the nutrients it needed, and growth rates increased dramatically.